Ọ̀rọ̀ máa fún mi lójú bó ṣe máa ń rí. Àtòkèrè lóye kí olójú ti lọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn láti kékeré láti pẹ̀ka ìrókò tó bá yá. Ìbá ti dàgbà. Ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe ń gbọ́ mi àbí kí o dákẹ́jẹ́.
Máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ àbáfẹ́ àbíkó àgógó.
Ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe ń gbọ́ mi àbí kí o dákẹ́jẹ́.
Máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ àbáfẹ́ àbíkó àgógó.
Kí ló dé káwọn Yorùbá kì í fi àjẹ wọn? Ọmọ òpè tí mo fẹ́ forin fọ́ gbàyànjà wáyé. Ìṣọ̀kan tí mo nà ọmọ Yorùbá dúró dé. Àmúfin ìwé wọn ẹyẹ báwọn ṣàìlẹ́ wọn. Ìwọ̀n ìdàlẹ́ yìí ti pọ̀ jù ó yẹ ìpìlẹ̀ jáwọ́. Ọ̀dàlẹ̀ òde láti wọ̀n wọ̀n bí wọ́n tó fi ìgbẹ́jọ́. Ẹni bá dàlẹ̀ yóò mú pàṣẹ́ká dàlẹ̀. Máa ń sọ yóò tó fún wọn kó dà kókòrò ìgbésíṣẹ́. Ẹnu ọmọ Yorùbá kì í kó pẹ̀tẹ̀pẹ̀tẹ̀ tí mo bá lọ yí papà èyí tó bá bá bóyá kíákíá kó lọ tòkè sí. Torí pé ọ̀rọ̀ sì ń bọ̀ ó lọ́jọ́ ìwájú. Ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe ìdájọ́ àbí ìpìlẹ̀ síwájú.
Máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ àbáfẹ́ àbíkó àgógó.
Ọmọ Yorùbá ṣe ìdájọ́ àbí ìpìlẹ̀ síwájú.
Máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ àbáfẹ́ àbíkó àgógó.
Kọ̀lẹ́ta ni mo mọ̀ tó dá Yorùbá rú. Orílẹ̀-èdè tó wá bí ọlá ẹgbẹ́ ìdìbò orísọ. Ẹ̀sìn àjèjì pẹ̀lú òṣèlú àtijọ́ máa gbà fúnra wa. Òjò ní èdè òjò ẹ̀yìn Yorùbá ń bá ká. Tó bá dọ̀rọ̀ òṣèlú wọn kì í pọnmọ́ ìyá wọn. Láwọn sábà sọ pé lọ́la náà là jẹ́. Ọmọ Yorùbá náà dalẹ̀ tó dalẹ̀ ara wọn. Ẹ̀sìn àjèjì òjò jẹ́ pẹ̀lú wọn lè kó rárá mọ́. Mùsùlùmí padà lẹ́sìn Kírísítẹ́nì ẹ̀sùn wọn. Ẹ̀sìn ò sọ pé ká gbàgbé orísun èrò wa. Jẹ́ kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ àbí kí n dákẹ́ jẹ́.
Máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ àbáfẹ́ àbíkó àgógó.
Jẹ́ kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ ní àbí kí n dákẹ́ fẹ́.
Máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ àbáfẹ́ àbíkó àgógó.
Ó ti yá alágbogbo kí n gbọ́.
Àgógó ìkìlọ̀ mi, ẹ má lẹ̀ ń kọ́ bá ṣe fọ́n rere.
Alága ìsìnkọ̀tù Abíọ́lá. Paramount oṣù àkànní ní gbogbo US pátápátá. Yóò sọ pé alágbogbo kí n gbọ́.
Àgógó ìkìlọ̀ mi, ẹ má lẹ̀ ń kọ́ bá ṣe fọ́n rere.
Gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ìdáǹdè àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ bí. Ìdáǹdè àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́. Ebi ń pa àwọn ya tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́. Ìdáǹdè àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ bí. Ìdáǹdè àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ ní. Ebi ń pa àwọn ya tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́. Torí pé tẹ́ àtẹ̀kọ́ tẹ́ ẹ ní. Ẹ ò lè jẹ́ kí ẹ̀mọ́ nítorí. Fúlàní ìfi màálù jókòó sí ajá. Kàkà kẹ́pàá ró pọ̀jọ́ sí inú yín. Ẹwọ́ solution sí fúnra yín. Ẹ̀wọ́n bìkítà ẹ̀kọ́ sí ikú. Ó ti wá dọ̀rọ̀ fún wọlé bọ̀. Alágbogbo lù kí n gbọ́.
Àgógó ìkìlọ̀ mi, ẹ má lẹ̀ ń kọ́ bá ṣe fọ́n rere.
Ọmọ pẹ̀lú alágbogbo lù kó wọ́n ti.
Àgógó ìkìlọ̀ mi, ẹ má lẹ̀ ń kọ́ bá ṣe fọ́n rere.
Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti wá pọ̀ sí pọ̀kẹ́ rí. Fúlàní ti ń jalè àwọn dúkìá wa. Wọ́n ti ń gba pàlú alẹ́mọ̀gbé. Wọ́n ti ń gba pàlú alákọ̀ọ́gbé. Wọ́n ti ń gba pàlú aláyàgbé. Wọ́n ní kó tètè lọ́wọ́ owó wa. Ọ̀rọ̀ owó wọn máa pa àwọn tí wọ́n jí gbé. Yorùbá ò sọ̀rọ̀ ọwọ́ ìwòran wọn. Lójúmọ́ ló ṣẹlẹ̀ kiri lágbègbè wa. Ìjọba ò sì tètè òwúrọ̀ nǹkan ṣe. Nítorí òṣèlú ṣẹráyé ibi. Yorùbá ń jìyà lórílẹ̀ wọn. Àwọn olónílẹ̀ wọn wá ń ṣẹrú. Àsìkò ti tó ẹ̀kìdí ká bára wa. Ó ti yá alágbogbo kí n gbọ́.
Àgógó ìkìlọ̀ mi, ẹ má lẹ̀ ń kọ́ bá ṣe fọ́n rere.
Gbogbo àwọn tó ti sùn alágbogbo fún wọn kí wọ́n ó jí. Ó ti yá alágbogbo kí n gbọ́.
Àgógó ìkìlọ̀ mi, ẹ má lẹ̀ ń kọ́ bá ṣe fọ́n rere.
Fúlàní ìbẹ̀ràn jókòó sí ajá. Bàbá tún sọ̀rọ̀ ṣe náà fàbọ́yọ́. Àgàgà tẹ́fẹ́ tirẹ̀ gbàgbófinró. Olóko ní òjìyà àjẹwọ́ ẹ̀yá. Tòtítọ́ lẹ́sìn sùn ó yẹ kí ẹ jí. Ó tó ìgboro ìkànbọ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n tí ojú rí Ìbàràpá lápapọ̀ ẹ̀wọ̀n tí ojú rí Fúlàní ti tẹ̀mí ṣòfò kan ó ti tó gẹ́ ẹ̀wọ̀n kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nǹkan tí a gbọ́ Dr. Aborode dẹ́kun wọn máa jẹ́ kó bá sọ̀rọ̀ wípé ó ti jẹ́ náà níṣe ni wọ́n ṣapá wípé ojú rí ìjọba ò sọ̀rọ̀ kankan nígbà yẹn sí àwa rẹ̀ ní tó jíjẹ tó ṣe bí olórí Sunday Adéyẹmọ ìwọ òdìdé sí wọn ṣèṣe wà rojọ́ kò sẹ́jà ó ti yá alágbogbo kí n gbọ́
Agogo ìkìlọ̀ ni ẹ má jẹ́ òpó bá a ṣe ń fọn rere.
ìwé ní símọ̀ jù bàbá kẹ paramount pinnu fún wa kan alágbogbo kí n gbọ́
Agogo ìkìlọ̀ ni ẹ má jẹ́ òpó bá a ṣe ń fọn rere.
torí egungun ẹja ni.
Ilé kan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe é o.
paramount pinnu fún wa kan egungun ẹja ni o.
Ilé kan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe é o. Egungun tí a gbé kọ́ àtàlọ́rù. Ajá ò gbọdọ̀ jẹ́ kó gbọdọ̀ sọnù o. Sunday Adéyẹmọ ìlú òòṣà. Egungun ẹja ni ilé kan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe é fún wa.
bàbá wa láàfin Ọ̀yọ́ egungun ẹja ni.
Ilé kan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe é o.
bàbá wa ò ní ọ̀fíìsẹ̀ egungun ẹja ni o.
Ilé kan ò gbọdọ̀ ṣe é o.
And a very good afternoon and welcome to the afternoon broadcast, the 29th day of that are very determined at this 21st century. We play the anthem and we update on all the rallies, the upcoming rallies. So many people might not know that the country is going down as fast as you might not even understand. This generation is different from the previous generation. Not that the previous generation never tried, but they were gagged by those that thought they owned the power. The power to be both at home and international community have left every one of us in damage. And that damage is what we want to rectify. We will rectify that damage that would eventually lead us into a new nation. It might be a dream for some of you, but to so many things that will come out of what we are doing. And if those that have the power to be says that we will not have our nation, then there will nothing be called Nigeria again. There is no two way out of this. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, orílẹ̀-èdè wa, ká gbéga, ká gbéga, ká gbéga fálérí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ní pé láti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́. Kashishe kajola ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lépa tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Olúwadé sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ̀, ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ gbogbo adúláwọ̀. Mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ káàsán, ẹ káalẹ́, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ níbi tí ẹ ti láǹfààní àti fi gbọ́ wa. Mo kí yín ní ti ológun, mo kí yín ní ti ìbílẹ̀, mo kí ní ti àwọn tí mùsùlùmí, mo kí gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń fi ọkàn bá in tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. A fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ kí bàbá wa Professor Banji Akíntóyè pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn bàbá tí wọ́n tì wọ́n lẹ́yìn. A kí àwọn màmá wa, ìyàwó bàbá wa Professor Banji Akíntóyè. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ kí gbogbo àwọn màmá wa alálùbáríkà. A kí bàbá wa Ìbà Gani Adams lógún ọ̀fẹ́. Mo kí bàbá wa Chief Sunday Ìgbòho Òòṣà. A kí gbogbo àwọn sọ̀mọ̀rí tí wọ́n dákẹ́, tí wọ́n ń retí pé tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn máa dìde láti gbà wálẹ̀. A kí gbogbo àwọn jagunjagun ilẹ̀ Yorùbá níbikíbi tí gbogbo wa wà. A kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lẹ́yìn odi, a kí ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nínú ilé. A kí ọmọdé inú ilé, a kí àgbàlagbà, a kí gbogbo arúgbó inú ilé. Mo kí ẹ̀yin tí ẹ jù mí lọ, mo kí ẹ̀yin tí a wà lábẹ́. Èèyàn púpọ̀ fẹ́ mọ̀ kí ló ní lọ́wọ́ tó fi ń dún bó ṣe ń dún yìí. Kí ló gbójúlé gangan? Ta ló ń tì lẹ́yìn? Ta ló fún ní ọ̀rọ̀ sọ? A kí gbogbo àwọn ọba wa níbikíbi tí orí adé wà. A kí gbogbo baálẹ̀ pátápátá. Ẹ lọ sọ fún wọn pé Yorùbá tá gbé dání ó yàtọ̀ sí Yorùbá ti àtijọ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá tá ń fà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ó le ju intọ́ ti ń fàbọ̀ kó tó di póyìnbó kó wa lẹ́rú. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá tí a gbé dání ó le ju ìgbà tí à ń bá wọn fà á kó tó di pé wọ́n rí wa kó lẹ́rú lọ. Ẹni bá sọ pé Yorùbá ò ní lọ, Nàìjíríà gan ò ní nísinmi. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, a kí gbogbo àwọn ẹ̀mí tó ti sọnù níbi tí àwọn ẹ̀mí yẹn ṣì wà. A kí gbogbo òkú tó ti lọ látara pé jàǹbá tó ṣe fún wọn kò jẹ́ kí wọ́n ráyé ṣe. Orúkọ tèmi a máa jẹ́ Ọláyọmí Kóìkì tí gbogbo àgbáyé mọ̀ sí Kóìkì Media. Màá kọ́kọ́ fi tó wa létí pé ọ̀rọ̀ rédíò tí a mú wá bá yín tó ti ń lọ bí ọ̀sẹ̀ 4 nísìn, a dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run pé a pè yín gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire, ẹ dẹ̀ dìde sọ́rọ̀ náà. Ọ̀rọ̀ rédíò tí a máa kọ́kọ́ mẹ́nubà òun ni pé ẹ jẹ́ ká máa fi ẹ̀mí bá gbogbo tá bá ń ṣe lọ, nítorí pé èní ni 29 April 2021, aago 4 ṣẹ̀ lọ lù nílẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire. Iṣẹ́ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ lórí ọ̀rọ̀ rédíò náà. Láìpẹ́ láì jìnnà láwọn tí wọ́n máa gbé ètò yẹn jáde tán, iṣẹ́ ti ń lọ lórí ẹ̀. Bó bá ṣe wá ń lọ lọ́tún lósì, a máa fi tó ra wa létí. Ẹni bá ní ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá tá gbé dání pé ó dàbí ìgbà tí a fi ń ṣe ayò. Lóòótọ́ gbogbo èèyàn lè má dá sí ní tá à ń ṣe lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́, àmọ́ tó bá dójú ẹ̀ ó ṣeé ṣe pé kó dá sí àbí kó sá lọ. orí ilẹ̀ bàbá mi ni mo wà. Kò dẹ̀ sí kankan tó lè dẹ́rù bà wá lórí ilẹ̀ bàbá wa. Àfi tí ìtagbédání tá bá tún ṣe nǹkan míì tó yàtọ̀ sí pé a náà fẹ́ kúrò lórí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ. A fẹ́ kúrò lórí ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà tá wá padà sí orílẹ̀-èdè tiwa gangan. Àyàfi ẹ wojú tẹ́lẹ̀ dáadáa o. Kò ń ṣojú tí ẹnìkankan lè dẹ́rù bà níbi tá gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí dé nísìn. Ẹ wojú yẹn dáadáa. Ó ti kọjá ojú tí èèyàn kan, méjì, mẹ́ta lè dẹ́rù bà níbi tá gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí dé. Nítorí pé ọkàn kan, ẹ̀mí kan la fi ń connect, la fi ń sọ. Lóòótọ́ aláwọn tó jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá tí ẹ̀mí wọn sì wà pẹ̀lú Nàìjíríà, but Nàìjíríà fúnra rẹ̀, ẹ̀mí tó ń mí nínú Nàìjíríà ó ti lọ tipẹ́tipẹ́. Ẹ̀mí tó fi ń ṣe Nàìjíríà wọ́n ti mú kúrò, àwọn ni kò tí ì yé. Mo á fi ń tó gbogbo wa létí pé ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire kò ní kọjá 2023 kó tó tẹ̀ wá lọ́wọ́. There's two way around this. Àwọn tí gbogbo yín mọ̀ sí international community, àwọn kọ́ ló máa parí ń tà bẹ̀rẹ̀. Àwa la máa parí ń tà bẹ̀rẹ̀. Nítorí pé orí ilẹ̀ wọn kọ́ la ti ń jà. Bó bá jẹ́ pé UK ni mo wà nísìn, ó níwọ̀nba nǹkan tí mo lè sọ, ó níwọ̀nba nǹkan tí mo lè ṣe. Nítorí pé orí ilẹ̀ tí wọn ni mo wà ní wákàtí yẹn, lásìkò yẹn tí à ń fún fèrè yẹn ní ọdún tó kọjá lọ lọ́hùn. Àmọ́ àsìkò táwa yìí, orí ilẹ̀ tiwa làwa wà tá ti ń fún fèrè yẹn, tá fi ń ṣí gbogbo yín lọ́kàn pé àsìkò ti tó. Lóòótọ́ àwọn èèyàn púpọ̀ ń wò ó bí ìgbà tí kinní yìí ò ní bọ́ sí. But àwa fi ń tó yín létí pé ìrìn àjò tá bẹ̀rẹ̀ yìí láṣẹ àwọn tí bàbá wa, àwọn màmá wa, àwọn ẹ̀mí oríṣiríṣi tó fẹ́ dìde. Ẹni bá ní òun ní owó lọ́wọ́ 2023 ló wá ń prepare fún, ó ń tán rẹ̀. Ẹni bá sọ pé ọmọ Yorùbá lòun 2023 ló wá ń dúró dè pé kò lè bá wọlé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ipò kan sí ipò kejì. Èmi á máa fi tó ẹ létí nísìn pé á bẹ́tà kò dáwọ́ dúró lé lórí bẹ́ẹ̀. Nítorí pé 2023 ò ní wáyé láyé lásán. Láṣẹ àwọn tó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá kò ní wáyé. Kódà bọ́ lọ sí Indian, kó lọ gba talisman, kó lọ sí Saudi Arabia, kó lọ máa bẹ Ọlọ́run, kó lọ Jerusalem, kó lọ bẹ Ọlọ́run, kó wá lọ sí Kaula ní Senegal, kó lọ máa bẹ gbogbo àwọn ẹni Ọlọ́run pé kí Nàìjíríà má túká. Àsìkò yẹn ti lọ, it is too late. The innocent blood has already taken the life away from Nigeria. Tomorrow, ní Mòwe, there will be a peaceful rally. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá láǹfààní àti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa, ẹ pàdé wa ní Mòwe lọ́la. Ní ọjọ́ Saturday, ní aago 9 ní Aké, there will be a peaceful rally on Saturday, on the 1st of May. On the 1st of May, ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ United Kingdom, You've been asked to come out within your own community, whether you live in Birmingham, you live in Manchester, bóyá Bristol ló ń gbé, Cardiff. Even if it's to come out in front of your house and show that you are in us in the rally on the 1st of May. And that also goes around the world. Tó bá wá di on the 22nd, a máa lọ sí Àkúrẹ́ tí rally máa ti wáyé. Tó bá di on the 15th, and I hope the date will be confirmed, nítorí pé 13 ni Ọ̀ṣun sọ fún wa, àmọ́ wọ́n ní àwẹ̀ máa tán ní on the 13 àbí 12. So they are moving the rally for the 15th. And let me put this out. We have so many agitators. Àwa nìkan kọ́ ni agitator. Àǹfààní táwa ní ni pé iṣẹ́ táwa ti ń ṣe tán pè ní media. And I've told you I am not a blogger. Don't categorize me, Koiki Media, as a blogger. We are a proper media that have dedicated and left everything that we are doing previously for this movement that is coming to be the dream of the Yoruba people. And that is what we have used our platform for the last a year and a half. And we continue to use that same platform. Ekiti is also having a rally. And the rally in Ekiti will hold on the 15th at Oro Ire Podun local government. And I hope I pronounced that very well. At exactly 10 a.m. On the 1st, Ikorodu will also be holding a meeting and a rally will also go out. So, on a short note, globally, we should all do something. What is the rally all about? It is just to give a conscious awareness from gbogbo àgbáyé so that they can prepare us for the nation that we are about to go in. We are not going to wait directly for United Nations to say, we give you Yoruba nation. Àwa la máa fúnra wa ní Yoruba nation. Because United Nations does not know the pain that we are facing every day in the last 60 years and 100 years of amalgamation. United Nations was not consulted when we were amalgamated in 1914. So why should we give them the preference to final say on Yoruba nation? There will be a fight, whether we like it or not. Even the vice president knows that. Going by his conversation yesterday in Abuja, some of them might be telling us that we are drumming the beat of war. But the war is already in Nigeria. And the war that has been in Nigeria means 100 innocent Chibok girls as far back as 2014 have not been found. 100. Can someone give us 2014 till now is 7 years. What age do you think those girls were as at the time they were picked up in 2014? Can anybody just give us a random age? Àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n jí gbé lọ. So you are looking at adults in their 21 years old. If probably they were around 16 years, nígbà tí wọ́n jí wọn gbé. Now they are 21. Female. Probably as a female, you know what could have happened to their body. All change over. But the war has kept them in captivity for 7 years. And this time around, we will not allow the next war to kidnap and kill innocent Yorubas, sons and daughters. Nigeria, the game is over for. Go and write it down. Eloma Difanye, Eloma Shadura Lilori. This is your last lap. If you like, you listen to us now and save yourself from the hassle of trying to become a senator or House of Rep in the Yoruba land. If you like, you can spend millions of naira, dollars, pounds going around the globe looking for survivor of why Nigeria should not break up. It is just too late. I can bet my whole time that I will tell you that Nigeria will not hold together as we embark into this journey. I can tell you that categorically. I don't have to swear on that, but I can tell you categorically that the whole country will fold apart before 2023 because the time has arrived. We don't have to consult United Nations. We can do the diplomacy from those that want to go wrap that diplomacy. But that diplomacy is not going to happen on the Yoruba land. Because the whole world sat down and watched how genocide was committed on millions of those that believe they are Nigerians. The final lap of any Yoruba politician, I don't give a toss about those in the north or the southeast. My concern is on the Yoruba territory. So go and tell all those PDP, the APC, the AAC, even Showore, go and tell him that I say so. If he likes himself, let him continue to waste his energy by going to the fraudulent INEC office because it's wasting his time. Let us tell them now that if there's not going to be a Yoruba territory, there will not be any Nigeria for 2023. We would do whatever needs to be done without consulting any international community that we are about to leave. If they like, let them welcome us after the whole thing has scattered. If they like, if they like, let them go and say, we will not allow you to be part of those within the international community as a country or as a nation. Because the international community slept while genocide was taking place right inside the country, and those that believe in them allowed the Fulani to flood every part of the Yoruba land. And those Fulani did not consult any international community before they embark on their atrocity. They started that atrocity. And that atrocity committed, till I speak to you right now, that everyone is now scared as a Yoruba man and Yoruba daughter and sons. And that is something that we are ready to defend. United Nations a lot of you believe in that will solve the problem that we are facing. United Nations. Who and who? Who and who? Who and who? Who and who is behind United Nations? Who and who? Lójú wọn, lẹ́mìí wọn, lọ́kàn wọn, wọ́n lè ṣe kankan. Ntí àwọn ń rò lójoojúmọ́ nìyẹn. Pé tó bá yá, ó máa sú wọn. Tó bá yá, ó máa rẹ̀ wọ́n. But I am asking every Yoruba sons and daughters, do you literally think that United Nations will break up Nigeria for us? Do you think so? We would destroy the country before it destroys more lives. Rather than Nigeria destroy more lives, it will actually destroy Nigeria as well. Because Nigeria has damaged millions of lives that you cannot even start counting how many lives they've destroyed. Are we talking about the economic life? Are we talking about the medical healthcare lives of millions of Nigerians? Are you talking about the insecurity? Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome. Mo kí gbogbo wa bí a ti ṣe àpọ̀ mọ́ ètò náà. Nigeria is going through its final hand. Nigeria is going through the last bit of the journey that started in 1914. Hello? Yeah. All right, that's fine. Just go ahead. That's fine, no problem. All right. All right. No. Just go ahead. I'll pick the signal. All right. We have millions of Yoruba youth that their lives have become meaningless, regardless of wherever they are. Nigeria has done the damage already, so let us also destroy Nigeria. And there are millions of ways to destroy Nigeria, because Nigeria also have millions of ways that it has used to destroy you and me. The same way tí Nigeria have destroyed millions of lives is the same way we would also use to destroy Nigeria when the time approach. People might say, how do you plan to do all this? That is something that you leave with us. Àwọn èèyàn á máa béèrè pé báwo lẹ ṣe fẹ́ ṣe, ìgbésẹ̀ wo lẹ fẹ́ gbé tí ẹ fi rí Nàìjíríà gbé wálẹ̀. Ìgbésẹ̀ wo ni ẹ fẹ́ gbé? What do you plan? Part of what we plan to do, we've already started. And that is moving the rally in and out within the Yoruba land. Will that be the only thing that we need to do? I doubt it. If that will be the only thing that we need to do. We are going to give a lot of room. And those room means the windows that is closing every day. Nigeria government cannot take out every single Yoruba sons and daughters. Because they will be fighting so many spirits, whether they know that or not. Ẹ̀mí oríṣiríṣi ló ja ìjàngbara yìí. Ẹ̀mí tó pọ̀ lóríṣiríṣi ló ń ja ìjàngbara tí a gbé dání. Àwọn kan wà inú ilé ló wà tó ti ń ja ìjà wọn. When we started last year, they thought it was all a joke. Some people started it decades ago, while some have dropped out because of the corrupt system that they wanted to engage with a country like Nigeria. We are not backing down. Kakaka back down, we take Nigeria down. Do you know how many Nigerians have died trying to cross over to another man's land? Do you know how many Nigerians are dying as I speak to you right now? If you believe at the back of your head that the Western country would break up Nigeria for us, we would wait till thy kingdom come. Every single one of us know the game of how we will end Nigeria. Every single soul knows that. Every single person, especially our Yoruba, end. Whether we like it or not, we know. But we will remain with our faith and action. Our faith and action will take us across that borderline. Am I the only one fighting for Yoruba nation? I don't think so. Am I the only one agitating extensively for Yoruba nation? Oh no, you must be joking to say so. You think it's about the crowd, the views. We have people that have followers on the ground. If any of the Yoruba politician is having a second thought to back down now, please, I beg you to do so at this very junction. Is something going to happen? It will happen. But when it happens, none of you will be able to say anything anymore because the whole system will be shut down. None of us will see what we are saying now because some of you say you're talking too much. I'll wait for you. But when the real drill starts, everything goes pitch dark. And for a very long day, night, it will be pitch dark. And that pitch dark means we would all have to defend ourselves. It will go pitch dark where you will not be able to see what you're watching now as you're watching it. So this is like a clearing call on a daily basis from different platforms, different groups, different individuals, just to bring you up to date. It will get shut down. Forget about who you are thinking have the means and the power. When the real drill starts, the whole place goes pitch dark. That is when you will know that kerosene to mama fi tun atupa is much better than this light that you're watching right now. But some of us are not preparing enough for that, because we are hoping that United Nations, through all these fraudulent elders that you called your own elders, that have not done anything to save the lives of millions of Nigerians, not to talk of save millions of Yorubas. Àwọn tó save Nigeria, àwọn bàbá tó save Nigeria, àwọn yẹn lè ṣì wá ń rò pé the United Nations will negotiate with them to keep us together with one another. Even America cannot keep us together. I said that authoritatively. America cannot keep us together. The worst case scenario is America will evacuate all their people on the ground. That is going to be the worst case scenario. And that also goes to every international community, because that time it will have gone pitch dark. And the moment it goes pitch dark, Nigeria is gone completely. The reason why you are hearing the word Nigeria right now is because we have not turned off the light. And the moment the light turns off, that means the country is no longer called Nigeria. How do we turn off the light? When is the light going to be turned off? Is the light really going to be turned off? You don't ask those questions. Go and prepare. Should in case the light turn off and you are not prepared enough. Tinubu himself cannot stand on his feet for 12 hours. When the Wahala will start, it will go with his first private jet out of the shithole country. Kotobe Kuduro. MC Oluomo will not stand the heat. Koko Zaria will not stand the heat. And likewise, every single thugs that they've carried along with them. Because we will not be the only person to stand Afiti Kobasi Ilidumari Lori Le Babawamo. Because every single one of them can see the atrocity and the crime against humanity that is being committed as we are about to gradually shut it down. Every governor in the state will not be able to withhold the heat. All those babas that you think are about to negotiate for us will probably have heart attack, and some of them will die. Pé Nàìjíríà ò ní pín yẹn irọ́ lẹ pa. Kò sẹ́ni tó lè sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Where we are right now. I am not the one saying this. That's what millions of Yorubas are saying. Tẹ́rí gbogbo ìtẹ́sí sọ pé wọ́n ti gbọ́, abúlé kan ti gbọ́, is because we want to take the message to them. But by the time the light turn off, everybody will hear that something is gone wrong. It doesn't take long before that will go wrong. Before that will go all over the place. Even the vice president said there is imminent war in Nigeria. So why then are you deceiving yourself? Because there's war already. 16-year-old girls, cheap-old girls, were picked up. They're probably 21. Some of them probably giving birth to multiple children. And you say we are not at war. Crime committed on a daily basis. You want me to be showing you videos? You think that is where we are now? Come on, give video. Autumn said it. No, we are past that already. We are preparing to make sure by the time the light turns off, everything go pitch dark. It didn't because the light is still turned on. And you know what I mean by that? Because once you will pay, thinking about Tino Evolution Tom by Koiki worry, what laya, immediately jáde nísìn, ẹ̀yẹ bá wa paná yẹn náà. Tó bá paná yẹn, wàá rí tí mo lè ṣe. Some of the Yoruba people, wọ́n ní àyà tó ju tèmi lọ. But you know, this mobile phone, they're scared and worried that the light is still turned on. This is the light now. You can watch me. We are the one facing them. Ẹ̀yin má worry nípa èmi. Ẹ má worry nípa àwa. Àwa fi wọ́n sílẹ̀. Àwa àti àwọn pẹ̀lú Elédùmarè tó dá gbogbo wa. But àwọn tó dúró lẹ́yìn, àwọn ò fẹ́ jẹ́ kí iná yẹn kó tàn kí wọ́n tó trigger, wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ ká paná yẹn. Ìjọ tí náà yẹn bá dẹ̀ ti kú, ká paná yẹn. The day we switch off the light, you will know who the Yorubas are. Because the Yorubas, àwọn ò ní kó ọ̀rọ̀ síta ká kó jẹ. Kàkà bẹ́ẹ̀, ayé àṣe damage yẹn tó máa pọ̀. But before we get to that damage, we want to wake more souls up. Because every single Yorubas have a spirit inside them. Spirit yẹn làwa fẹ́ pọ́nlẹ̀kùn kó dìde. You think we are coming out on a daily basis for traffic? No. We are waking up the spirit in each of the Yorubas that this shit old country have locked down so that they can just have a bit of movement. That is what we are doing. And that is why you can see the difference from last year till this year. How this agitation is no longer about social media that they thought we were doing previously. Now we have more spirit waking up. Some people people are now debating that. In their dining room, the elite are now discussing whether they need to start relocating their children out of Nigeria because they don't know what is about to be unleashed on Nigeria. The elite that have the bit of money are now putting the plan B in place. And you let mama, because they're not going to tell you. But they're putting the plan B in place. They are doing everything to make sure that when this light goes off, they can get out as quickly as possible. Do I believe that United Nations will break this country? Oh no. I will be in a different world entirely to believe that nonsense. The United Nations will divide this country through a referendum by the time it gets closer. That is good for diplomacy. That is good for engagement. But not the Africa that they created for themselves in the first place. The Africa that owns the resources, but yet they allow that Africa to live in abject poverty, with the Yorubas included. And the Yorubas are now saying, fuck the African part of it. We want to get out of that mess as quickly as we can. What makes you think Mark Zubiga is much better than you watching me today? What makes you think so? They calculated us among the shit old Africa, but yet giving us crumbles and say they're giving us aid We, the Yorubas, will put a full stop to that nonsense. Because we've had enough of every of these fuckery that deceived us for decades. So if you're thinking that United Nations, EU, or that shit old country you call Great Britain will break us up, you are not waiting until we switch off the light. We switch off the light, then everything goes in darkness. I've told you so many times, look at the face. We will turn off the light, but you might not be prepared by the time we turn off the light. When we're going to turn off the light, we won't give a notice to that. You call yourself a Yoruba man and woman and allow us to be calculated as numbers with the shit of fucking Africans as you call yourself. And stupid of you all sit back and allow that nonsense to continue. And you say we should go for another election. Hey, this shori reboboyi. Asking us to go for another election. Look at all the African countries messed up completely, and we have now become beggars trying to get to another man's land, and our own land is bleeding. The time is ripe. And prepare yourself. No Yoruba territory, no Nigeria. You think it's going to be about me? You will have to fight millions of us to the last man standing. We have them, stupid Yoruba people, still sitting back when your life has been mortgaged around the globe. Bank, ní UK, when we have diamond, gold on our land that should be working for you and me. Taking your PhD and doing presentation when your land needs you so much to use that same brain to fix all the problems. And you think Tinubu can withstand the heat when it starts. Oh masaloni. Oh masalo pata pata. Let him equip everyone he wants to equip. I was so bad ninkokon, but I focus on do Eledumare. And we have them, Yorubas, doctors, engineers, professors, sitting back at this junction, allowing your spirit to be withheld and call yourself an African man. Nonsense. And you see them all over the place. Bloody liars. I spoke to a man today. I won't go into too much details. He said to me, I won't mention the country. You know, I speak to millions of those of you that doesn't even know how many people I speak to on a daily basis since last year. One out of so many. The man said he was only able, even based on his knowledge and experience, to be part of the embassy where he was operating in the world because he was able to speak Hausa. And you are telling me to fucking hold on to this shit old country. At my age, in my 40, do you want me to go and learn Hausa so that they can become something in this contraction you call Nigeria? So that they can respect me? Class. Mo ti ko Yoruba mi ni mo nso lo dabi ti mo nso ti mo njuko káàkiri. Ma se to wa lo joko lo kwa Hausa at my age. At my age, ma se lo ma kwa Hausa so that wale fún mi ní preference. Abi, is that not Oyinbo ti mo wa? So I will become relevant within the fucking society. Is this a society for you? Say society lele. And you think United Nations and the fucking Great Britain will break up Nigeria on our behalf? We will fucking break the whole country up. Kò sí Nàìjíríà sẹ́ ní 2023. Ẹ lọ kọ sílẹ̀ lásọ. Write it down. You don't know the generation you have touched. Ẹ rò pé àwọn bàbá wa àti ìyá wa ni àwọn máa ṣàdúrà fún wa ni pé ọmọ mi Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú ẹ o. Kò sí nǹkan tí mo lè ṣe mọ́. Àdúrà táwọn ìyá yẹn máa gbà fún wa nísìnyí yẹn. Àdúrà wọn dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ lórí wa. Àfi tí kò bá ń ṣe obìnrin ló bí gbogbo wọn. Àwọn wo? Àfi tí kò bá ṣe Elédùmarè láyé mọ́. Ẹ̀yin ni kẹ́ máa bẹ̀rù, àwọn ò lè bẹ̀rù wọn nítorí pé gbogbo àwọn ìyá wa àti bàbá wa ní ká máa lọ, àwọn dúró tì wá. Wọ́n wà nú àwẹ̀, wọ́n wà nú àdúrà. Gbogbo nǹkan la máa fi bá wọn jà. Àsìkò ti tó, ẹ forget it. Tá bá ń pọ́n wọn lé pé United Nations, United Nations, EU Nation, àwọn yẹn ló máa wá pín Nàìjíríà. Àwọn yẹn ló máa pín Nàìjíríà. Continue to deceive yourselves. Àwa wá dé tó ń jẹ gungun all over the world. Àwọn èèyàn wà nílùú òyìnbó for 40 years. Wọ́n lè padà sílé, ilé ò ṣe padà sí. Ilẹ̀ máa gbóná mọ́ gbogbo wọn ni. The only solution, you're right, is the Yoruba nation. They can divide it now so that the trouble will not go into that switch of the light. Innocent lives have been wasted for nothing in this shit old country that was joined together for the empire alone. And those of you who call yourself a Yoruba sons and daughters, sitting back at this junction, we can manage it. We have all managed it. And that management we've thrown away. Even the vice president knows that there's a war coming. Oh my bombo. After bank paro fún àwọn. Pé kò ní ṣẹlẹ̀ yẹn rọ́ la pàṣẹ. Ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Àwa ti kọjá ẹni tẹ́ máa dẹ́rùbà. But àwọn tó kù tẹ́ ń dẹ́rùbà yẹn, wọ́n ní Koiki ẹ paná kí gbogbo ẹ lọ sí darkness. And that time, majority of you will hardly see whatever is happening in that land. For a couple of days, it could be weeks, it could be months, it could be years, who cares? We have lived in bondage for years. Can't say at my age because I want to be part of Nigeria. So I should go and learn Hausa. Can't say Hausa at my age so that I can satisfy the ass of the Fulani Hausa man holding me to bondage. We've given room for years in negotiation. We are not negotiating anything anymore, but we are taking awareness to our people. And just like I said, if you missed the broadcast last night, go and watch it again. We will not go out and put our hand in any military or security. But if we go out at any time, at any point, and we get disturbed, we will show them who we are. Enough is enough. Some of you are sitting back, hoping that Koiki Media nìkan ló máa ṣe, òun ló láyà tó lè gbé gbogbo ẹ̀. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Ẹ ń wò pé àwọn mídíà tó kù nìkan ló máa ṣe, àwọn ló láyà tó lè gbé. But what you forgot to remember is, every one of us is on this journey. Whether o wà nísàlẹ̀ àbò wà lókè, every one of us ajọ wà nínú ẹ̀. Torí pé in tó bá dé bá imú, ó dé bá orí. And we know that àwọn tó nílẹ̀, àwọn alálẹ̀, gbogbo òrìṣà, gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá, níbikíbi tó bá wà, wọ́n sùn. Damage has been done on the Yoruba land for millions of years. And the time is for us to shine and be proud of the Yoruba people that we are, rather than the messed up country you call Nigeria. Messed up to the extent that you arrive at your airport, the shit-hole airport, you are not recognized as a Nigerian. So what's the point? If British arrive back at Heathrow Airport into the town, and you only one, if you land at Heathrow Airport, oh, you don't know that. British doesn't have anything to do with their borderline, the immigration officer that is at the port of entry. It is us that arrive. Where are you coming from? Where have you been? Because we're all trying to become somebody else in a man's land that doesn't belong to us. Is that not what happened? Maybe some of you that have their passport will be omitted. But those that do not have that passport goes through that route. The question then is, how many millions of Yorubas can go through that same route? How many millions? So why then are you being selfish? Why then are you thinking about your own inner self as looking at it from the whole Yoruba people? If anyone still believes in Nigeria, so be it for them. But a Yoruba territory would also pop up. We are not going back down. We are not going to back down. But the light will go off at some point. People have asked so many questions. Can you? The government is begging American government. They are begging American government to come and help them with their security. So why should we be part of that system? So American government does not know that this country is more than one nation. American government does not know that. You think they don't know? But we are all waiting for them to come and bring a knife and and start cutting it. Yoruba go, Igbo go, Hausa go, Efik go, Idema go, this one go. I doubt that is how Nigeria will end. I doubt that. Because the heat. The Hausas that have been also hijacked by the Fulanis, even though they are all the same, are watching. I have told you, the light that you're still looking up will turn off. We have been kept in bondage for a very long time. We have millions of students that have no hope. They were all deceived. We have our security, military, Yoruba men and women still working with the federal government. We have the civil servant, the civil defense, the navy, Yorubas. But they're all going through the same pain like myself and you. Tolulokwarotile was one of them. She was killed by the Fulani Caliphate. Millions of Yorubas have been taken out of the picture because the government does not want them to be who they want to be. The DSS that thinks they have the monopoly to violence by picking Yoruba people at random. We are saying directly to you and those of you that knows them and their family to back down with the Yoruba agitators. As sọ fún gbogbo àwọn DSS, the Department of State Security, that they haven't got monopoly to violence. If we are looking, it's because we have not turned off the lights. But by trying to think that you will go and pick, threaten, harass anyone in any Yoruba state, whether they are a particular group, an agitator, or someone that believes in the Yoruba nation agenda, that day, that DSS office goes in flames. You hear me very well? Don't try and attempt, because we have not done anything wrong than asking what belongs to us. I don't care whether you agree with it or not, or whether you are taking your order right from the Fulani Caliphate, because we are no longer part of that caliphate, and you cannot use that caliphate to hold us down. I repeat myself again. If any Department of State Security agent across the Yoruba land threaten, harass, kidnap, tó bá fún wa ní information pé wọ́n wáyàn kan ọwọ́ DSS ló wà, then you have triggered a problem between us and you. Whether you're a Yoruba man, you're an Igbo man, you're a Hausa man, oh, we don't give a fuck wherever you are. We go after you. Because we are no longer, we're going to hit it all. Àfi tí wọn náà má gbé nínú ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yẹn. It's either you are not living within the Yoruba land, because for as long as you're living in the Yoruba land, we will go after you as well and your family. Because we have had enough of your nonsense activities within the last couple of weeks. We are not taking order from the Fulani Caliphate, and that means your order does not represent us anymore in the Yoruba land. You are not fucking defending anybody. Go and look for the Boko Haram and the fucking terrorists that are killing so many people. And that is the message for anyone within the DSS. Yes, look at the eyes. I know you're watching in your offices across the Yoruba land. If you make any attempt, that particular office day and night, because we will take that building down. We will take that building off the Yoruba land. Or with the minus near, we will hit it up as we go. Or the -1 near, it doesn't matter. You will not threaten any one of us. You will not. Not even myself, not even the little one among the Yorubas. We will take that building off. I bet my life on that. We will give the order to take that building off the Yoruba land. If you think we are joking, we will hit it all. That is going to be -1 out of the buildings within the Yoruba land. So take that message all the media within Nigeria to get that message now. We are not joking at all. We've had enough. Ẹ̀yin fẹ́ máa fi lẹ́tà, máa fi máa kọ lẹ́tà, máa náà wá àwọn ọmọ kan, àwọn tó agitate. And let me also put on the record, today continue to be the 29th. It's exactly 1657. I will issue the order myself as we go up now. Because we've had enough of this atrocity committed on millions of Yoruba people. Why the terrorists are using RPG to take down the Nigerian military aircraft and you can't find them. And you call yourself DSS. What kind of DSS is that? Who are you, DSS? We have people that was kidnapped. A DSS does not go and find out where the line is being traced from. You cannot find where the telephone conversation is coming up from. And you are now threatening us. Who the hell do you think you are? You think we will take that order from Abuja? We are not taking order from Abuja because Abuja does not represent us anymore. We have just started. It's going to get very hot. We are no longer taking orders because that constitution is gone according to what our fathers have presented to us. You can see how our mothers' custom making life miserable for the Yoruba woman in Lagos because they have rice. Whereas the fucking North opened their borders and rice is coming in and nobody goes there or to go and stop them from bringing the rice into the northern part of the country. We are still taking it stage by stage. Èyí tó kàn tó bá sọ àwọn ìyá yẹn wọ́n máa rush out Yoruba nation and we know they're with us because some of them are so stupid as well, still thinking of APC and shit OPDP. So let the custom deal with them more. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá sì ń tẹ̀lé APC PDP tọ́lọ́pàá bá pa yín ó pa ẹgbẹ́ nìyẹn. Ó pa ẹgbẹ́ nìyẹn. We will not fight for you because orí yín ò tí pé. Because those of you following all this contraction called APC PDP, all these women, àwọn ìyá alátẹnujẹ, Dankara kò gba rice. But àwọn ọmọ wa tó dúró tán táwọn fẹ́ ṣe Yorùbá nation la fẹ́ ṣe. Àkọ́kọ́ gbìjà àwọn yẹn dáadáa náà. Ká tó máa tẹ̀sọ́ pa fẹ́ gbìjà ìyá kan tó sì ń sọ 2023 Tinubu ni ṣé ìyẹn ni máa lọ máa gbèjẹ́. Ẹni tó sì sọ pé Tinubu ló fẹ́ tẹ̀lé ní 2023. Ó ń pẹ́ kí custom kó tó gbà rẹ̀ sí lọ́wọ́ wọn. We are fighting on behalf of those contraction women and men that are all over the Yoruba land. Nonsense women and men. À ń sọ pé kí Yorùbá dá dúró, ẹ sì ń sọ̀rọ̀ politics. Sọ̀rọ̀ politics like Gbedani. The same shit old politicians that kept your family in bondage. So let them deal with you more before we get to where we are going. Let them deal with you more. Kọ́kọ́kọ́ tẹ̀ deal pẹ̀lú yín dáadáa ná. Bí orí yín á pé nígbà yẹn. Àwọn onígbèjà yín nísìnyí. Ẹ rò pé àwọn anytime you think I'm going to come out and start defending one shit old woman in the Idumota market because ọlọ́pàá yìnbọn fún because she still believes in Tinubu and all these politicians that are 419. Even your own House Speaker, Obasa, says the country is in a total mess. Go on his Twitter page. They deceive every single one of those women in the market, taking them and giving them 10,000 naira. Baba Gbowoni, like Mayego, my brother, will say, short man devil. Yes, I'm talking to your vice president. The short man devil. He's now telling us that, there's already imminent to war. Already, we have already been at war because you all kept the country in bondage for a very long time. And you want to láti 2015, and more people are being killed as we speak today. My concern first is to everyone that says, even though they are Yorubas, but the Yorubas that still believe in these politicians, trade their money. Gbogbo owó tó fún wọn náà dà. 10,000 naira. Empower money, 10,000 naira. A graduate is giving 10,000 naira. Stupid young man. Wake up that spirit in you now before it is too late. Oh, that one ever say, sir, I want Nagamu, I want day. I will send you for I don't want Sawonule because they are all lazy. Because these are the same people that believes in all these contraction politicians. And you think you will now use the Yoruba nation agitator to come and help you out. Help yourself out first. Let's tell Osun State Governor we are coming down closer to his state within the next couple of weeks. We have won every one of our agitators going for different rallies. Don't make any attempt to fight the security operatives. That is not what we are telling you to do. You go out on a peaceful rally across the Yoruba land. That's what we are telling you. It's called acclamation. You have the right, not under the fraudulent constitution, because that constitution is void. It's no longer representing us. But you have the right, as Yoruba man and Yoruba woman, giving a graduate 10,000 naira empower money. And everyone keeps quiet as if it doesn't concern you. If you are okay, what about millions of those that are not okay? Ondo State Governor, prepare for us. We're coming down to your state for a peaceful rally. Kwara State Governor, prepare yourself. Because your children, Kwara State Governor, are there in London, in UK, living the same freedom that we want the Yoruba children to enjoy. So we are coming for a peaceful rally. Mowe rally is going to happen tomorrow. If they like, let them bring more security operatives. We will go on a peaceful rally. We will not put fingers in their eyes. But if they put fingers in our eyes, we will activate. It's as simple as that. I won't not touch anybody. We're not going to do that. And that's what we've told everybody. Lord, touch any kokon. When anybody touch our entire bag Kuba. Ekiti State, Fayemi, prepared for us. We're coming down to your state. Lagos, Sanwo-Olu, prepare for us. We are coming down for a peaceful rally. If you like, go and bring all those godo. Bring them. A state, I told you yesterday, go and watch the broadcast last night. One state will give us that energy to turn off the lights. We don't know which of the state yet. It doesn't matter now. It doesn't matter in 3 months, in 4 months. We will continue to take the rally from point to point. Enough is enough. Emma, if the Bale, the father, the royal father, the Kábíyèsí says that pé àwa gbà yìí lọ́wọ́ wọn, àyè tá ti ń tọrọ lọ́wọ́ yín láti jọ ìjẹ fún wa. Àyè tá ti ń tọrọ. So, yes, ẹ̀yin lẹ dúró sórí ilẹ̀ yẹn bẹ̀yẹn, but you have not represent us enough. Àfàwọn Kábíyèsí tó dúró tán, tó fi ọkàn, tó fi ń bá ń tàn ṣe lọ. Pé ẹ̀yin ọmọ mi ṣe, gbogbo bí tó bá gbà pátápátá, a máa bẹ gbogbo irú mọ́lẹ̀ kó tì yín lẹ́yìn. Irú àwọn tá fẹ́ máa gbọ́ nìyẹn. Kò ṣe Kábíyèsí kan tó ní ìgbà tẹ́ fi wá sádìgbò wa, wá pè wá, sọ fún wa. À ń bọ̀. Ṣé Fúlàní sọ fún yín kó tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí gé orí àwọn ọmọ yín ní gbogbo abúlé kọ̀ọ̀kan? I am not going to cost them anymore. But we will bring rally close to your doorstep. Abade Palace, bẹ́ẹ̀ bá wá kàn wá, àwa ń lọ nìyẹn pẹ̀lú lò àtijọ́. Who cares? Go to all the palaces, all the Yoruba palaces. Kò sí iná kan tó tàn níbẹ̀. Every one of them is in pitch darkness. I've been to few of them. Ẹ lọ sí gbogbo àwọn palace àwọn ọba wa. Ṣé bí ọba ṣe ń gbádùn ni ẹ̀yin gbádùn? tí Fúlàní kó gbogbo yín má bẹ́ a ní ká yọ yín kúrò nínú oko ẹrú Fúlàní ẹ ní pé àwa tọrọ àyè lọ́wọ́ yín ká tó máa ṣe ta fẹ́ ṣe kí la máa tọrọ àyè fún ẹ̀yin ò rí pé gbogbo ẹ ti dàrú àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ tó dìgbà tá a bá wá tọrọ àyè tó dìgbà tá a bá tọrọ àyè ẹ̀yin ò mọ̀ pé gbogbo ẹ ti dàrú pátápátá tí àwọn ọmọ òlú ò lè lọ sóko mọ́ economy ti fall gbogbo ẹ ti di gbàsàgbàsà ṣé wọ́n sọ fún yín pé àwọn ọmọ yín kan ti wà nílùú òyìnbó fún 30 years wọ́n lè padà sóńdó state mọ́ ẹ gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́ tẹ bá lọ lóyìnbó àwọn ọmọ yẹn náà ló welcome yín tẹ bá lọ ìlú òyìnbó tẹ lọ Dublin tẹ lọ Germany tẹ lọ Canada àwọn ọmọ yẹn ló welcome yín bọ́wọ́ lè wálé ilé ò ṣe wá mọ́ because there is no place like home anymore and you all look back àwọn ń pariwo à ń fẹ́ fún bẹ́ẹ̀ tẹ̀ lè jáde àníṣe ẹ máa dífá lójoojúmọ́ gbogbo ètùtù tó bá wà níbẹ̀ kẹ́ tètè máa lọ bọ́ àbí ká tún fún yín lówó ni ṣé ká kówó wá kẹ́ lè máa fi bá wa bo ètùtù. We are Yorubas and we are proud of our tradition. We are proud of our culture. Gbogbo ètùtù tó bá wà ní kẹ́ lọ máa bọ nísìn tó bá jọ̀gún ní kẹ́ lọ máa tọ́ epo sí tó bá jẹ́ ọya ní kẹ́ lọ máa san tó bá fẹ́ ìtó bá fẹ́ òbí kẹ́ lọ fún nítorí pé àsìkò tá gbé dání àsìkò táwa ò ní gbà ni àsìkò táwa ò ní gbà òun la gbé dání enough is enough kí ló dé bí yàn bá wá sáyé ó yẹ kó sinmi ni sinmi láyé yìí náà. Once again, a very good afternoon and welcome. As I say always, no retreat, no surrender. I say a very good afternoon to my beautiful mother, Kasia, joining the broadcast. Enough is enough. This generation won't back down. Ẹ lọ sí gbogbo palace kankan. They don't have electricity in the palace. All our kings have been disrespected by the Fulani man. Every single one of them. And we have Yorubas that would have loved to rectify that. Go to the palace. They haven't got a good running water system in the toilet. They are still living as if they are living in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 90s, in the 1600s. Go to every single Yoruba palace and see the damage that has been done by the Hausa Fulanis. Go to the road network that leads to your king's palace and see the damage that has been done. We cannot continue to pretend as if everything is fine. We cannot continue to deceive ourselves as if the whole thing will change without us putting the action on it. Ẹ̀yin tí kò bá yé dáadáa sẹ́ àní àwọn Gẹ̀ẹ́sì ìlú òyìnbó àwọn ló kó wa papọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹranko yìí. Àwọn ló kó wa papọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn ẹranko. In 1914 ni wọ́n join wa together. None of us signed for that shithole join together. And that has been used on us until that we got independent in 1960. Gbogbo ìyà tá ń jẹ lẹ́ni ọwọ́ ìlú òyìnbó ló wà. Every one of us, regardless of whoever you are, PhD, ìyá aláta, ìyá elépo, ẹlẹ́ran ni, ọlọ́kadà ni, engineer ni, scientist ni, dókítà ni, it does not matter whoever you are. The same brain tó wà lórí ẹ òun náà ló wà lórí ìyá aláta. Tó bá játa yẹn ló fẹ́ máa tà ní ó jẹ́ kó máa ṣoríire lórí ẹ ni kàkà bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ṣọ́ọ̀tì ni. tó bá jẹ́ ẹja ló fẹ́ máa tà ní àwọn èèyàn ń ta ẹja ní London. Go and see Bill Gates and see millionaires among those that are selling fish, because the system was set up for them and designed for them. And wọ́n wá redesign system power òun ló ń jẹ́ ká máa jìyà. Àbí kò yé? This is got nothing to do with religion. It's got nothing to do with your religion. Your religion is your private business. Ẹ̀sìn tó gbé dání ìwà àtọ́lọ́run nìyẹn, kò ní kankan ṣe pẹ̀lú pa fi dá dúró. Àwa ń jìyà lọ à ń jìyà bọ̀ nítorí pé àwọn tó create system yẹn wọ́n create fáǹfààní tiwa, fáǹfààní tiwọn ni. Èwo làbọ̀dọ̀ dà wá papọ̀. Yorùbá ti ń bẹ before 1914. Ibo ni Yorùbá wà gan before 1914? Ibo gangan ni Yorùbá wà? Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ àṣetánì, bàbá ni àṣetánì tó wà. Òun ni Nàìjíríà tí wọ́n kó wa papọ̀ mọ́. Nigeria is the devil that we are talking about. Nigeria gangan ni devil. Forget about the devil that they're telling you. Pé tó bá kú wà lọ sí hellfire. Bàbá ńlá irọ́. Ìtò bá ṣe ló máa lọ bá lọ́hùn. Ṣé n tó ìtì gbádùn lé ayé ló ṣe máa sọ pé tóun bá dẹ̀hùn òun á lọ máa gbádùn ayé kan. Irọ́ ni. Ẹ fi yẹn sílẹ̀. We have millions of Yoruba people that have never tasted life in their life. Wọ́n taste life. Ẹ wá sọ pé tó bá kú á máa lọ sí heaven. Heaven irọ́ o. So you have now caged everybody. Tá a bá ti gbàdúrà nǹkan kan ò lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Àdúrà pẹ̀lú action ni. So many Yorubas wanted to pray and put the action plan in it, but there's no electricity. People have died because they're trying to make living out of the shit old country that was set up in 1914. Tí gbogbo wa ń jìyẹ léni. And those that knows the game have played us for so long. About ti kọ́ àwọn òbí mélòó kan mọ́ra. Lè rí gbogbo wa kó mọ́ra this time around. Irọ́ lẹ pa. Ẹni tó bá dé dalẹ̀ ó máa bálẹ̀ lọ ni. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Giving us crumbs. We now have NGOs set up all over the world. What are they looking for? Money to come back and fix the toilet in one community in Elisha. Go to the hospital. Your religion should not have any effect on what we are dealing with right now. I go back to our kings. They've locked them in. They can't say no word. We know that. Some of them, we can't blame them. Do you blame them? When they are suffering, tí wọ́n dẹ̀ gbé kan wá bá wọn pé ẹ gbà kábíyèsí. But nítorí kọ́ gbà yẹn, àṣé wọ́n ti record ẹ̀ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. Ó wá di làwò. Bí kábíyèsí kan bá sọ̀rọ̀ nísìnyí lẹ́yìn kan tọ kámẹ́rà. Pé bàbá, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ tẹ́ bá ti gba kíní ẹni dá sí nǹkan táwọn ọmọ yẹn sọ. We now have in Ekiti State, from information that was given to me, that some of the kings are now colluding with the politicians and the security operatives against any Yoruba agitator. Eric Buza, Eric Pasa. Gbogbo tó ń lọ pátápátá ní state kankan ló fi tó wa létí. Àfi tá a bá dákẹ́ tá à ń wò torí à ń respect yín. Àwa ń sọ pé a fẹ́ dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Yorùbá. Ẹ̀yin náà sì fẹ́ wà ní Nàìjíríà. Ṣé Nàìjíríà ti wà tẹ́lẹ̀ láyé rí ni? Èmi bí àwọn kábíyèsí ni. Wọ́n ní tẹ́lẹ̀ bá bá tàn àbárọ̀bá. Ṣé Nàìjíríà ti ń bẹ before? So where was all the Ọ̀yọ́ empire for 600 years? Níbo la ti gbọ́ ìtàn yẹn? Ṣé gbogbo yẹn mìíràjì ni? Gbogbo pé tọ́mọ ní Ọ̀yọ́ empire for 600 years. Níbo nìyẹn wà? Kẹ́tọ́ máa wá sọ Nàìjíríà. Who is Nigeria? Who is the beneficiary of Nigeria? Who is? Àwọn gangan ló ní Nigeria. Who are we keeping Nigeria for? Àná fẹ́ lọ, ẹ̀yin fẹ́ keep Nigeria. Àwọn wo lẹ fẹ́ keep? Ṣé àwọn irúmọlẹ̀ lẹ fẹ́ keep Nigeria fún ni? Are you keeping Nigeria for the irúmọlẹ̀? Àná fẹ́ lọ, I understand. Gbogbo yìí ti gbà kankan. Ẹni tó gbowó, ẹni tó gbàmú, we understand. Ẹni tó fún ẹni scholarship, a ti understand. But lè fi yẹn kẹfì wá sọ fún wa pé ká wà nínú Nàìjíríà. Ṣé irúmọlẹ̀ lẹ ń tọ́jú Nàìjíríà fún ni? Mo rí ẹ ń bẹ̀ Saheed ọmọ bọ́tà. Ta lẹ ń tọ́jú Nàìjíríà fún gan? Ta ni ẹni tí ẹ ń tọ́jú Nàìjíríà fún? Táwọn ọmọ yín tá à ń kígbe tá à ń fẹ́ fún lójoojúmọ́, and none of you refuse to say anything publicly to defend us. Rather, ẹ fẹ́ keep Nigeria. Ẹ sáré, èmi ò ní bú yín, but ẹ sáré lásìkò yẹn bá tó. Àfi tó bá dúró tán ló máa lè dúró para pẹ̀lú wa. Ṣẹ́rí tó ẹ rẹ̀ pé ten play Maradona pẹ̀lú wa. Adé Palace wọn ní kábíyèsí ń sùn. Kábíyèsí Ọlọ́run. Adé Palace wọn ní kábíyèsí ń sùn. Tí politician bá dé, kábíyèsí àti jókòó sórí chair. Àbí kí politician ti kọ́kọ́ wà lọ́dọ̀ girlfriend. Kábíyèsí á dẹ̀ jókòó sórí àga máa dúró de politician. Disrespect every one of you. Àwọn disrespect yín, àwa fẹ́ pọ́n yín lé, àwa kó ijó, àkó ìlú pé kábíyèsí o, kádé pẹ́ lórí o, kírù kẹ̀rẹ́ pé ṣe kíní kankan. Àwa débẹ̀ wá ní kábíyèsí ń sùn lókè. Ìjà yìí máa dùn. Ìjà tó máa dùn la gbé dání. Every single Yoruba land la ti sọ̀rọ̀. Ẹ̀rẹ̀ ń gbọ́n kan tá à ń sọ, but níná ní palace yìí náà kábíyèsí. Kò sí iná ní palace yìí. Ṣé bí ó ṣe láti rí nìyẹn ni? Ẹ̀yin lọ sí gbogbo bí palace àwọn àgbáyé tí àwọn ọba ti ń ṣayé. But ẹ̀yin wo dọ́là mùdùmùdù tó ń kó wọnú palace. Kábíyèsí náà ti fẹ́ ní account nílùú òyìnbó. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Ẹ̀yin fẹ́ máa lọ ra lẹ́sìn lóyìnbó nígbà tí ilẹ̀ wa wà ta lè kọ́ mansion fún yín tẹ́ máa gbé. But you prefer to buy a house in London. Gbogbo yín dẹ̀ like London yẹn. London yẹn like ẹ bàjẹ́. London àti America. Ẹ like ẹ fọ́ lórí. Àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ náà? Ẹ like ìlú òyìnbó. Ẹ ń jẹ́ kí àwọn politician tó yẹ pé politician mi tó wá sí ọ̀dọ̀ kábíyèsí tó yẹ pé ó ṣe kúrò lọ́dọ̀ obìnrin kan ni. Tó tẹ̀ wẹ̀. Those politicians are dirty dogs. Àwọn kíá. Baba send the message sí kábíyèsí. I know wọn ò rí o. But yet, ẹ̀ ń rí ti politician. Àwa dẹ̀ fi yé yín pé politician yóò ní re-election ṣe ní 2023. So tó bá wá re-election ṣe, àwa fẹ́ mọ bí tẹ́ fẹ́ padà sí. Nítorí pé tí politician bá ń sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà máa exist, kábíyèsí àwa ń sọ fún yín pé Nàìjíríà ò ní exist by 2023. Ẹ lọ dífálẹ̀ lórí ni mo sọ. Àfi tó bá yẹ pé in tó ń jáde ní ojú ọpọ́n ó yàtọ̀ sí nǹkan táwa ń sọ. Gbogbo àwọn ọmọ yín wọ́n ń ṣẹrú níta. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa ṣẹrú fún yín bàbá. Ẹ jẹ́ káwa ọmọ yín ká máa ṣọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ fún kábíyèsí. Ṣèbí kábíyèsí ẹ̀yin lẹ́ni wá, ẹ̀yin ìyàwó tẹ́ bá fẹ́fẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ gbogbo wọn. Ẹ kó wọn sínú palace ká máa tọ́jú yín. Rather than that, àwọn èèyàn wà ní Oman, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, UAE, wọ́n ń ṣọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ lọ bí ilẹ̀ bí ẹni. Ẹ wá ní ká máa dúró, ẹ̀yin fẹ́ keep Nàìjíríà. Ṣé fáwọn irú mọlẹ̀ lẹ fẹ́ keep Nàìjíríà fún? Ṣé irú mọlẹ̀ lẹ fẹ́ tọ́jú Nàìjíríà fún? Ìbéèrè tí mò ń bi yín nìyẹn. It go hot. Àwọn ọmọ yín wà ní Lagos wọ́n lè wálé. Èyí tó bá ń bọ̀ nílé Fúlàní akọ̀ jí gbé gbí. Wọ́n náà ti jí gbé o. Kábíyèsí á ní kí ni kóun ṣe sí? Kò sí security. He don red. Ẹ wá ń back out. Táwọn ọmọ ẹ bá súnmọ́ yín. Kábíyèsí á ní ká kí ni o. Kábíyèsí ò sí ilé o. Kábíyèsí ò sí ilé o. Ẹ fẹ́ jẹ́ kó rí yín pẹ̀lú àwọn àti àbí. But ẹ̀yin fẹ́ máa rí ẹ̀yin pẹ̀lú àwọn politician. Ẹ̀ ń sá. Kábíyèsí ń sá. Ẹ̀ ń sá fún ilé yìí. Kábíyèsí ẹ̀yin ń sá fún orí olókun. Ẹ̀ ń sá fún orí olókun kábíyèsí. À ń gbé orí olókun wá bá yín nínú palace with a due respect. Ẹ̀ ń sá fún orí olókun yẹn, ó máa bí gbogbo yín pátápátá. Every single one of you ló máa bí. Àyàfi yìí tó bá dúró tán pẹ̀lú wa. Orí olókun yẹn á máa disturb yín lójú oorun ni. Ẹ ní lè sùn. Orí olókun lè ń sá fún. But you can stand with the dirty, bloody politicians that have created damage to millions of Yoruba people and those that call themselves Nigerians. Àwọn yẹn lè fẹ́ dúró tì. Ẹ̀yin sá fún orí olókun kábíyèsí. Àwọn ọmọ yín wá pẹ̀lú ijó pẹ̀lú ayọ̀. Kábíyèsí o, àti dé o. Even if you don't have anything to say, you must welcome each and every one of them. Ẹ ṣe Yorùbá ni, Hausa ni yín ni, kábíyèsí Hausa ni yín ni. Ẹ ṣe Hausa, Yorùbá ni yín náà. Àwọn ọmọ yín wá ń dé, àwọn ń ṣayọ̀yọ̀ pẹ̀lú yín, ẹ wá ń sá lọ fún wa. Kọ́ má bàa rí yín, kẹ̀yà picture pẹ̀lú wa, ó tiẹ̀ ti da bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣẹ́rí, in tó máa yọ yín lẹ́nu ni, kò ní jẹ́ gbádùn gbogbo yín pátápátá, àfi tó bá dúró tán. Àwọn ní bóyìn, but in tó máa yọ yín lẹ́nu ni, a máa yọ sí lójú oorun ni. Ẹ ní lè sùn, ẹ ní lè mí. A máa disturb yín lójoojúmọ́. Èmi ò dárúkọ kábíyèsí kan o, but kábíyèsí tó bá ti dúró tán, in tó a máa disturb yín lójú oorun lélẹ̀. Torí pé ẹ kì í ṣe ọmọ Ìgbò, ọmọ Yorùbá ni yín. Ẹ̀yin wá ń sá fórí olókun. Ẹ sọ fáwọn ọmọ yẹn o, ẹ sọ fáwọn ọmọ yẹn o, ẹ sọ fáwọn ọmọ yẹn pé àsílé o. Ẹ̀yin á dẹ̀ dé sí ìlú òyìnbó, a lọ fi ijó àti ìlù, a lọ fi pàdé yín airport. A lọ máa jó nínú òtútù. Ẹlòmíì báyìí, the last $50, the last €50, tó bá ní kábíyèsí wọ́n ń bọ̀ báyìí, wọ́n á ní kó fi sí the best hotel ní Amẹ́ríkà. Torí kábíyèsí tó ń bọ̀ yẹn kò ń ṣe first class one o, ó lè jẹ́ second. Àwọn yẹn lọ wá ń sá fún gbogbo wa nísìn. Táwọn tòkè bá sọ, ẹ má gba àwọn ọmọ yẹn láyè kó súnmọ́ yín o. Àwọn ọmọ tó ń pariwo Yorùbá nation yẹn, ẹ fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ o, ẹ má jẹ́ kó dédé. Wọ́n fún yín ní ọ̀dà látòkè, ẹ̀yin náà wá ń sá fún, ẹ̀rù káwọn là ń sá fún. In tó máa disturb yín lójú oorun lélẹ̀. Àsìkò ti tó sẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin sá fún wa. Ẹ ń sá. Ṣé Hausa ni yín ni àbí Fúlàní? Tó di pé à ń wọ palace, à mú kùmọ̀ wá, à mú kóńdó wá, a gbé ìlú, a fi wá bá yín. Ẹni wọ́n sá fún wa tẹ́lẹ̀, ẹ̀ ń tẹ́ fún wa pé ẹ̀ ń bọ̀. Màá kọ́ máa rẹ́rìn. Ọ̀rọ̀ ọ̀dẹ̀, ọ̀rọ̀ jágbajàgba. Kábíyèsí ò mà, kábíyèsí ò mà pé ẹ̀ ń bà tẹ́lẹ̀. So kábíyèsí ò gbọ́ gbogbo awuyewuye tó ń lọ nílùú. Etí kábíyèsí ti di ọ̀gbọ́. Àwọn tó nílẹ̀ fẹ́ gbalẹ̀ wọn. Àwọn tó nílẹ̀ wọn lásìkò ti tó. Àwọn fẹ́ gba ilẹ̀ wọn. Wọ́n wá ń fi nígbà tó ti kúkú dífá mọ́. Ẹlòmíì inú wọn kò tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣe gbogbo tó yẹ kó ṣe mọ́. Àwa wá ń ṣí yín létí pé what is wrong to demand pé kí Yorùbá kó dá dúró? Is there anything wrong in there? What is wrong? Àwọn kábíyèsí that should be doing the one to go tó yẹ kó máa fly lọ sí UN kó lọ máa dúró síbẹ̀ pa nígbà. Kàkà bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ń sá káàkiri báyìí ni. All the royal fathers that should be taking the first class flight and go to UN and say àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ti fẹ́ lọ, they are tired of being part of Nigeria. Kàkà bẹ́ẹ̀, kábíyèsí is keeping Nigeria for irúmọlẹ̀. And you think the Yoruba people, your children, will welcome you anywhere in the world. Pẹ̀lú kan tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí. Ẹ̀yin náà máa wò ó, ǹjẹ́ ilé ìgbére nísìnyí kẹ́ ní ẹ fẹ́ lọ sí ìlú òyìnbó kẹ́ wá ní káwọn ọmọ ìlú kọ́ wá welcome yín o. Ọmọ ìlú tí wọ́n ń kidnap ọmọ ẹ̀ lẹ́kìtì. Ìkan lọ kidnap nísìnyí lọ́ fẹ́ fún mi ní update. Màá pín wọn padà. Ṣé ọmọ tó wà ní Italy tó pè mí níjẹta tó ní ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹgbàá mi o, wọ́n ti kidnap bàbá mi o. Ṣé yẹn nísìnyí ló máa jáde láti wá welcome yín ní Italy? Ìbéèrè ni mò ń bí o. Àwọn ò ní bú kábíyèsí, wọ́n ní ká má bú kábíyèsí, mi ò ní bú wọn mọ́. But in tó máa disturb yín lélẹ̀. kò ní jẹ́ nísinmi nítorí pé àwa gan nísinmi báyìí nísinmi èèyàn wà nílùú òyìnbó kò nísinmi èèyàn wà nílé kò ẹni lówó ò gbádùn ní Nàìjíríà ká má tẹ̀ tí sọ ẹni tí kò ní rárá. ṣé ká gba ìpè díẹ̀? Let's open the phone line. But ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò wá lórí Instagram, we would have to disconnect now because that is the line. I don't know why this other phone refused to go live on Instagram. It's always going live, but àwọn irú wọn lè fẹ́ jẹ́ kó lọ lẹ́nu. So we've been live on the other phone, and this phone is where calls is going to start coming through. All the rallies we hold continue. Before we go there now, let me do this. Sorry, those of you once again watching us on the Instagram. I'm going to have to come off now of that. So that, get password, get it. Okay. No problem. A country where you're spending millions. Eleni, you need to respect Kabiyesi. Shut up your mouth. Respect Kabiyesi. Respect Kabiyesi. I'm not respecting one. I'm respecting one you politician law. To ba mo. Don't call yet. Don't take calls yet. Don't call yet, please. Respect Kabiyesi. Don't respect your father in the house. Kabiyesi to respect around. Yàtọ̀ sáwọn Kabiyesi tó ti sọ̀rọ̀ sókè dáadáa. Respect Kabiyesi. Kábíyèsí ó mọ̀ pé Fúlàní ń géèyàn lórí tí tán bá wọn sùn lóko. Shut up your mouth. Àìtí ní kẹ́ pè wọlé o, ṣe sùúrù. Let's go and do something. Sorry, those of you watching us. You can join us. We're live on YouTube and we're live on Koiki Media and also Koiki Media on the Dua page. Once again, a very good afternoon. Now, how many of you, sorry, I want to post the video on YouTube, on Instagram. How many of you have got a Twitter account? If you have a Twitter account, just say one, because we want to do something now. If you have a Twitter account, just type one. Before we start taking the calls. Don't call yet. If you have a Twitter account, just type one. I can see a lot of one coming up on YouTube. Not a lot coming on Koiki Media. So that means more people don't have Twitter account. So, your Twitter account, I'm going to post the link of Ilanomo Dua. I don't know about any other group, but Professor Banji Akintoye Lanteli. And it's so sad that only 2,484 followers on that Twitter handle. So I want us now to go on Twitter and follow. At the moment, it's 4,000. I'm going to write it down. We have 2,484 followers on their Twitter handle, Ilanomo Dua. I want us to start going there now. I'll leave it for until 17:35. So 4 minutes before we start taking the calls. I want everyone to go and subscribe on their Twitter handle. Go and do that now while we wait for that 4 minutes, and then we will start taking calls. My name is Olayomi Koiki, and I say very good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on wherever you're watching us from. Mo fi tìfẹ́tìfẹ́ ni mo fi kí gbogbo wa pé gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kó sú wa, gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kó rẹ̀ wá. We must break away from this contraction. So I've posted the link. So go there now. If you have a Twitter account. And I've also pinned it as well. Okay, I hope it's the right one I pinned. Okay, at the pin. So please go there now and do justice by following that Twitter handle. Let's do that now before we continue with the broadcast. Once again, my name is Olayomi Koiki, and I say very good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you're watching us from. We take calls. We will not back down. We will not relent. Acclamation, we will continue. The gods of our land. Also, as you can see, we had a signal from the Oba, one of the Tejo show that was taken to Abuja. We had our team there, and this is what happened there. This was in Lagos just about some few hours ago. Yoruba Nation now. Ṣẹ̀rántí Kábíyèsí tí wọ́n gbé lọ sí Abuja is back to Lagos. Àwọn èèyàn wá lọ pàdé wọn. These are the kings that we are talking about. We will support every one of them as long as they support us as well. Àwọn ọlọ́jọba ló wà lórí. Káwọn náà support wa, káwọn náà gbé wọn lárugẹ. Once again, as you can see, if you have been following Koiki Media, that was a live coverage from the local airport in Lagos. You can watch more of that on Koiki Media. That's what we do. And again, I think this was when they were waiting for him. You can see the women waiting. You can watch more of that on Koiki Media. Koiki Media would go around the Yoruba land. We will get more people on our team that can report as things are happening across the Yoruba land. We are working on that so that you never miss anything happening in any location within the Yoruba land. Let's now open the phone line. But remember, subscribe and follow Ilana Modua. Let's see. It's not 2,575. We can do more. Let's see if we can get it to 3,000 before the end of the broadcast. Where are we with the radio? The radio now is on this next phase. I'll be updating you until the radio goes live. Morinibe, Mama Tomilola, I saw your voice note. I'll be coming back, getting back to you soon. Moki gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí ẹni tí mo bá dárúkọ ẹ̀ kò ṣe pé mo fi ojú pa yín rẹ́ gbogbo yín pátápátá níbikíbi tẹ́ tí ń wò wá, and all our silent listeners and watch, and the governors ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò wá ẹ̀rí pa fún ẹni kò lórí. Governor kọ́ gómìnà ni gómìnà tí wọ́n kidnap èèyàn tó ń sùn nínú yàrá ẹ̀ sí governor làwọn yẹn. Àwọn èèyàn ṣe governor. +4475 94050 I will take few calls and then we'll start saying a very good evening. +4475 94050 We give room just for a few calls, not a lot of calls. And the line will now open. Lẹ́ǹkan sí mo kí gbogbo wa pé àkóṣe Oòduà agbèwà kò ní gbé ọ̀dàlẹ̀. Àníṣe lásán. I would like to appreciate those that continue to supply us with materials. Some of them don't want us to mention their names. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àwọn tí wọ́n ti ń ṣètò lórí ti walkie-talkie yẹn. I'm so happy that more people are getting involved with that walkie-talkie. We need them in their thousands so that it can go around as many Yoruba people around the world. We won't take too many opportunity. Go straight. Your name, if you think pay, it's not something that we want to hold the phone line for a very long time. Láti orúkọ mi ni Wàsíù láti Dubai pínpín. I'm going.
ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun ṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ṣe.
One year.
Ní àṣẹ Ìdùmarè ní agbára náà tí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá dúró wọn ní ti ń ṣàwátì ẹ̀yìn àti Mr. Sunday wo.
Àṣẹ Ìdùmarè.
Inú mi dùn wo tó wo láti gbàdé ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ bóyá mo ti ń wo program yẹn lọ láti gbàdé ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ kẹ́tọ́ kò ní ọ̀dọ̀ mo ti ń wo program yẹn lọ. Lágbára Ọlọ́run àgbàtàn wọn lẹ́yìn tó tẹ̀lé yìí Yorùbá dó wọn ní ti ń ṣàwátì àgbàdo àtìlẹ̀ sí ìlú agbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ ti ọgbà ọba tó yẹ ẹ ti wọ́n lẹ̀ jẹ́ kó máa wòran ẹ ti wọ́n sílẹ̀ àsìkò sì ń bọ̀ àsìkò ń bọ̀ oníkàlùkù èmi àgbàgbé ajé àgbà ìfọwọ́ àgbàgbé ìfarasì ẹ fún ẹ ká máa wòran
ẹ ṣé gan ni láti Dubai ẹni tó bá ti ń pè ẹ lè sọ orúkọ yín àti ibi tẹ́ ti ń pè. You don't have to be scared about any DSS or security monitors you. No, wọ́n tó bẹ́ẹ̀ àwa la máa monitor wọn àwọn kọ́ la máa monitor wa. +4475 94050 we have the next caller. Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Ẹ kúrò lè máa.
Ọ̀sẹ̀lẹ̀ mo ń gbọ́ gbogbo kínní mo gbà lágbà pé Olúwa dúró ti gbogbo yín gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń ṣe Oòduà ọkùnrin obìnrin ọmọdé àgbà Olúwa dúró ti gbogbo yín ìjà gbogbo ìlú lẹ̀ ń jà Olúwa dúró ti yín. Adé àkànni mo fẹ́ mú wá sà ẹ má bínú mo ní pé bóyá kẹ́ ẹ ṣe àwọn ìwé kékeré kan fún àwọn ọlọ́pàá àti àmì kẹ́ fi làwọn lọ́yẹ̀ wípé ìtẹ̀ ń ṣe òpó ṣe yí pé ẹ̀ ń bá wọn jà wípé ìjà wọn náà òun náà ní gbogbo ilé pé kọ́ má fọwọ́ kan àwọn ènìyàn wa àádọ́dọ̀ wọn pé àwọn gan tó bá lè ronú èyí tó bá lè ẹwùlẹ̀ yúbò àwọn àmì wọn àwọn míì tí ń resign tó ń jẹ́ wọn tó yé àwọn míì tí ń jẹ́ wọn tó ń sign tó ń resign àwọn àmì nǹkankan tó rí pé bùkọ̀ ẹ̀hẹ́ so táwọn náà bá lè ṣe bọ́ tó bá lè ṣe kọjọ kó má fọwọ́ kọ kọ́ bá rán yàn ṣe ẹrú èèyàn máa ń fọmọ jẹun tí ìjọba bá rán wọn ṣẹ́ kán fọgbọ́n orí wọn kan fi pè é pé ìjà tẹ́yìn gbogbo àwọn ọmọdé àgbà jà kò ń ṣèjà wọn nìkan wọ́n jàjà tí wọn náà mọ̀ jà ní lórí téèyàn bá lè ṣe pé then mo ti sẹ́ẹ̀dì nǹkan sí lórí WhatsApp lánàá bí a máa pè é torí mo rí pé bíìsì ọ̀rọ̀ ládẹ mi so àwọn sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ bá wọrí WhatsApp yín ẹ̀rẹ̀.
Okay. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá send message sí wa lórí WhatsApp, I had to reformat my phone yesterday. After 1 year of holding the numbers and the messages was up to 400,000. I have to let some of the messages go. If not, we were unable to communicate with so many people on our WhatsApp line. So we took it down and we reformatted it, but I didn't allow the messages to come back. It was just too much. So Ntoba send message within the last couple of days. Your messages must have also been wiped off and you will have to get in touch with me back again. Let's go straight and pick more calls. Tomorrow, there will be a rally in Mowe. On Saturday, there will be a rally in Abeokuta and likewise in the rest of the state as well. Hello,
brother. Wọ́n follow program yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ odò àgbèwà ẹ̀dẹ̀kúṣẹ́ takuntakun. Ẹ sọ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ kan nígbà tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò ẹni very soon gbogbo máa dé ìpèsè àwọn èèyàn máa sáré ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Ẹ wo bọ́dà mi ṣe rí ogun ti wà already kì í ṣe gbogbo ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ dé ṣe understand ogun ti wà ní Nàìjíríà already. Àwọn wà ń bí àlèwálé ṣógun ìyẹn oṣogun ogun ní ìlú téèyàn ò lè lọ tó jẹ́ ìlú ẹ̀ tó lè lọ ogun ti wà ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ dì nínú ok wọ́n ṣe azim bíi ok Nàìjíríà wà lára country tó jẹ́ war country nísìnyí tó fi hàn accept azim kì í ṣogun nìyẹn Nàìjíríà wà lára ẹ̀ ẹ bá lọ pọfẹtù wọn bíi Nàìjíríà wà lára country tó list Ghana ò sí ń bẹ̀ àwọn bíi Senegal àwọn country kan wà tí ò sí ń bẹ̀ but Nigeria wà lára country tó accept as one as a war country so ogun ti wà ń bi tá ogun ti wà ń lu already ìlú tí èèyàn ò lè rìn ní ẹ̀ tí èèyàn ò lè rìn ní náà lálẹ́ ẹni tí sẹ́fù bàyà ti máa wọlé kọ́ máa kidnap wọn ogun ti wà ń bẹ̀ already àdúrà ń sin ni pé kí àwa ta jẹ́ ọmọ Yorùbá Odùduwà káwa kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà yẹn káwa kúrò nínú ẹ̀ so nǹkan tí àwọn èèyàn wa kọ́ ní láti máa mọ̀ ní káwọn wá nínú location 19 yẹn understand me and two again ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ọba ọ̀nà ọba ṣe rí ẹni mo rí pé ẹ̀kan táìbù lọ pé don't insult king kò tẹ́ tó insult ọba ṣe rí orí olókùn tẹ́ sọ yẹn òun ló máa judge wọn wá two nǹkan kíní tó máa ń ṣe tó máa ti fẹ́ jẹ ọba ìbúra gbogbo ẹ̀ tó máa ń ṣe yẹn ìbúra yẹn náà ó wà láǹgọ̀ tó máa judge wọn so èpè ti ṣẹ́rẹ̀ already kò sẹ́ tó insult ọba èpè ti ṣẹ́rẹ̀ already kí ni ìpè tó ìgbà àbí kí ló ń pe ìpè tó máa ń gbé wọn wọ̀ tó máa fẹ́ jọba yẹn tó máa jẹ ọba yẹn tó máa fìyà jẹ àwọn tó jọba lé lórí tó wọn lè so tọ́.
nítorí àsìkò alàgbà ẹ má bínú ó wù mí kí n gba ìpè yẹn kó pọ̀ díẹ̀ sí i nítorí pé àwọn tó fi pè wọ́pọ̀ lórí ìlà lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹni tó bá fi darapọ̀ mọ́ wa +447594050979 tó tọ́lá arákùnrin tó pè wá láti France sọ púpọ̀ nínú ìwà ò lè wálé ogun ti wà already nìyẹn ẹlòmíì ti lọ for years they can't come back home nítorí pa ti wà nínú ogun hello caller lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí hello caller ẹlòmíì bíá nẹ́tíwọ́ọ̀kì wọn ni tó bá wọlé ó ń já ẹjá lọ sí bíá Canada àbí America ni mo mọ nọ́mbà yìí hello caller.
Hello, láti America mo ti ń pè.
ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ẹ rẹ sàn.
Ọlọ́run adé máa pín in a máa pín in.
láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Nǹkan tí mo ṣe pè ní pé láti ọjọ́ mẹ́ta sí ọkọ̀ owó títí lórí ẹ̀yọ ayélujára tá a wà. How we could disrupt some states. Gbogbo àwọn United Nations tó kọ́ èyí sí náà ṣe bí fún ọ̀gbọ́n yẹn. Inú mi dùn lónìí pé mo rí Twitter page ìlànà Oòduà. Ká ṣe little short video gbogbo nǹkan táwọn níbi ìrora ń ṣe fún ọpa ká jẹ́ kó trend lórí Twitter ká gbogbo àwọn president àgbáyé fẹ́ pa àmọ́ pé wọ́n lè mọ̀ pé nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà ni tó bá ṣe wípé àwọn òpó gbogbo wọn pátápátá ló ń lo Twitter handle wọn ẹ̀wọ̀n bí president Trump kò ní ìwà ìtẹ́lẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ sáà ni ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn káwá wò káwá kọ̀ǹtínú pẹ̀lú nǹkan tá à ń ṣe àwọn ọmọ ìpalárẹ̀ ti gba kalẹ̀ fún wa ní àjò àṣẹ.
ẹ jọ ẹ ṣe gan ni alàgbà wa tó pè wá àmàríyìn bá ẹni tó bá ní Twitter ṣe rí ó dà ń pé púpọ̀ nù wa mo ti sọ ní last year làwa ti ń fẹnu sọ pé ẹ lọ sí Twitter iṣẹ́ tí Twitter ń ṣe á máa ṣiṣẹ́ tiẹ̀ ṣe rí iná ta fi pa yẹn tí ó bá di pé ó kú ẹ̀yin kan á sì máa fi Twitter máa fi bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ pé wọ́n ti paná nísàlẹ̀ o àmọ́ tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ o ẹ máa pariwo bọ̀ nígbà tẹ́ ẹ bá ní Twitter báwo lẹ ṣe fi communicate ẹ má jókòó nìkan pé Facebook nìkan ẹ lọ open Twitter ọ̀fẹ́ ní ẹ lọ fi communicate we don't even know the power of the communication that we have in 21st century hello caller tẹ́ bá ń gbọ́ra yín ó máa wà delay ẹ ní láti mute tinú ilé. ẹni yẹn pé ó tún mute ara wọn so torí pé ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ ètò wà nínú ilé hello caller hello caller àwọn tó bá ń pè láti ọ̀nà tó jìn àwọn ìlú kan wà gbogbo ọ̀nà arábìnrin àwọn èèyàn tẹ̀fẹ́ kan máa lo WhatsApp rárá they hate WhatsApp so much in that area torí pé ìlú wọn ni tó bá wọn lọ máa ṣe táwọn náà bá ti nílùú tiwa nǹkan tó bá wọn la máa ṣe hello caller tẹ́ ẹ bá mute inú ilé ẹ máa gbọ́ra yín again ẹ ń gbọ́ra yín that's why ó wà delay ẹ ti wà lórí line already. +447594050979 I'm not here for the whole day so I won't waste too much. Ẹ mute the background please ẹ bá mute the background.
Hello.
Ẹ mute the background ẹ ní láti máa gbọ́ra yín nínú ilé ẹ tún gbọ́ra yín lórí phone kò make sense.
Okay, hello mo ń gbọ́ yín o.
ẹ à ń gbọ́ yín ẹnu àwa là ń gbọ́ yín ẹ̀yin là ń gbọ́ra yín tẹ́lẹ̀ à ń gbọ́ yín sìn.
láti tẹ́mi mo ti ń pè o.
à ń gbọ́ yín.
ẹ wo ẹ kú iṣẹ́ gan-an I really appreciate it ẹ kú iṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ wà pẹ̀lú yín. lágbára Ọlọ́run Oòduà nation tẹ́ ń jà fún tí gbogbo wa ń jà fún pé kó lè tó wa lọ́wọ́ á bọ́ sí fún alágbára Ọlọ́run.
30% ní ká máa sọ.
nǹkan tẹ́mi fẹ́ sọ ni pé àwọn celebrity yẹn tó ní àwọn kọ́tọ́ pé àwọn celebrity wọn jáde kò sí nínú wọn tó sọ̀rọ̀
wọn support pé bí akọ́tì ẹ̀gbẹ́ Yorùbá nation yìí wọn tiẹ̀ fẹ́ sọ anything nípa ẹ̀ at least celebrate gogogogo they are the one that àwọn yẹn gbọ́dọ̀ amúni tuntun tó ń gbé àwọn everything síta ẹ wo gbà tí yíwà láṣẹlẹ̀ ní Amẹ́ríkà lórí George Floyd ẹ wo gbà tí àwọn pípì yẹn àwọn gbogbo celebrate wọ́n jáde síta lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn àwọn tí Nàìjíríà gbogbo wọn kò sẹ́ tó jáde ní kọ́kọ́ máa ṣe fàájì kọ́ máa post lórí Facebook kọ́ máa ṣe nǹkan tó wọ̀n nǹkan tó ń ṣe nìyẹn àti tó bá lè tí àwọn celebrity náà bá lè support tó bá lè join hand together people are suffering in that country àwọn èèyàn tí ìjà ti pọ̀ jù kí ló dé ebi tí mo sọ̀rọ̀ mo ṣe fi Nàìjíríà sílẹ̀ ìgbà tí mo kúrò Nàìjíríà ìgbà tí mo bá Nàìjíríà ó tún bá wọ́ọ̀sì sí ni ní property tí mo ní tí bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣe pé kò sí àkòsẹ́ tó lè débẹ̀ wọ́n bá àwọn tún bá lọ sí ni mo ṣe pé bọ́dà mi mo ṣe pé sísá mi lọ́dọ̀ Ondo State tó sọ pé ibi tí àwọn kìíní property rẹ̀ pé kò wọ́n lè débẹ̀ because wọ́n kidnap àwọn èèyàn kí ló dé àwa táwa lẹ́yìn táwa ń di diaspora mi yìí gan àwa gan àwa sì ní ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ díẹ̀ àwa òkè àwa lè wá sí Nàìjíríà àní lè wá sílé láti wá pé ọkẹ́ àtẹ̀fẹ́ wá sí ìlú wa ká tún ní ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ àlè kọ́ mọ́ wá sílé àwọn ọmọ ilé wá sí Nàìjíríà láti wá kọ́tẹ̀ wá wòlú bàbá wọn ẹjọ́ sá Ọlọ́run á fi yín ṣe lágbára Ọlọ́run tó bá yín ṣe yóò bá yín ṣe parí lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Àmín. Ọ̀dà ẹ ṣé gan ni.
ẹjọ́ táwọn tẹlifíṣàn náà máa lè support gbogbo wọn àtàwọn olórin yẹn gbogbo àwọn olórin kí ló máa ń ṣe wèrè gbogbo wọn kọ́ máa kọrin káàkiri máa kọrin wèrè káàkiri kò sáwọn tó lè jáde gbogbo wọn gbogbo àwọn ẹni tí ó lọ́mọ àwọn wèrè wọn tọ́jú àwọn kókó sáré àgbègbè wọn olókùn gbogbo wọn kọ́ máa ṣe wà láwọn máa ṣe káàkiri wọn ṣe wọn Yorùbá ni ṣé wọn ṣe Yorùbá ni.
ẹ ṣé gan ẹjẹ àti fẹlẹ mi ìnáyé
ọmọ máa fọwọ́ káàkiri owó yẹn wọn nílẹ̀ fi yẹ pòyàn many people ló ń ta àwọn graduate ń gbọ́ graduate ń ta pure water ní Nàìjíríà tọ́lọ̀ ń bless kọ́ńtì wọn dáadáa tọ́lọ̀ ń bless ẹ̀ so ó ti bless ẹ̀ jù àwọn ẹni tó bá ti rí jẹ lórí jẹ ẹni tó bá rí jẹ kò rí jẹ náà nìyẹn if you can't be there you join them is that country.
ẹjẹ àti fẹlẹ mi ìnáyé torí àsìkò ni ní èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan tó wà ní àgbáyé tí wọ́n ní àwọn kan ò dá sí nígbà tá a bá paná àtẹ̀ntó ò dá sí àtẹ̀ntó dá sí gbogbo ẹ̀ ó máa di góbe ó máa di Yorùbá mo fẹ́ sọ yẹn gbogbo ẹ̀ ó máa di shut down. Sherry, when people talk about the celebrities, especially the Yoruba ones, that refuse to engage ẹ ní láti wà upset pẹ̀lú wọn ẹ fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ when the right time approach wọ́n mọ̀ pé it is not a joke. Let's go straight and take more calls. Hello caller.
Hello Mr. Kweke ẹ kúrẹ́ sá.
Ẹ kúrẹ́.
Ẹ ṣe ń gbọ́ mi.
À ń gbọ́ yín.
Hello Mr. Kweke.
Ẹ go ahead kò sí time à ń gbọ́ yín.
Orúkẹ má bínú sá má bínú. Ẹjọ́ rí ọ̀rọ̀ tèmi ní kò pọ̀. Àdúrà kan máa gbà fún ilé pé ẹ̀mí tẹ́tí ní láti London ní láti ní fọ́lù ní láti is that last year March or April tí gbogbo sóò ti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ẹ̀mí tẹ́tí ní ìyẹn ẹ̀mí lórí bọ́ọ̀lù ẹ̀mí lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ní padà sẹ́yìn ọlọ́mọ máa wà lọ́wọ́ máa tó sí. Ẹ̀rọ bá yẹn fún most people ní ẹ̀fún ọ ní láti tẹ̀ fún ọ ní at least àwọn tó ní agbára lé pé ọ̀rẹ́ jáde láwọn tó ní jáde kó nílé àwọn àdúgbò gbọ́dọ̀ máa dúró sílẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ nípa lẹ́yìn o. Àyẹ̀wò sáwọn ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ yìí o ẹgbẹ́ náà máa dúró sílẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ àti àgbà fún ìgbòho ní bàbá ọ̀dì sọ̀tọ̀ mo kílẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ẹbí tó lọ́dọ̀ ni pé ẹni tó sọ pé celebrity máa ẹ̀sùn wọn sílẹ̀ bí ọ̀bẹ́ ẹ̀ sọ tí wọ́n ẹ̀rọ kú àtẹ́gbọ̀n ti stansley tí wọ́n ti stansley tó ti mú mẹ́tì mọ́ wọ́n ní kọ́lé bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n wà lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀sìn náà wà ọ̀dọ́ ẹ̀ sọ àwọ̀lẹ́bí àwàlíta káàlẹ̀ wálé ó yí àwà oyè wa ní ọ̀dọ́ ẹ̀ tó yé wa ọ̀n tí wọ́n yé òye nígbà àwọn àyọ̀ tí ó dẹ̀ lọ.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni merci beaucoup. Mo kí gbogbo alẹ́ nǹkan sí àní lọ púpọ̀ a kàn máa lọ díẹ̀ ni bí a tó bá dago 6 àgbétò yẹn wálẹ̀ mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àti darapọ̀ mọ́ wa láti ìgbà tá a ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ I'm sure pẹ̀lú mi àtúbẹ̀rẹ̀ ètò tẹ̀ tún lọ dá sí níbẹ̀. Hello caller.
Hello Mr. Kweke fóònù sọ̀rọ̀ láti Chicago.
Ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ sà.
Kúrọ̀lẹ́ ẹ̀kúṣẹ́ àgbo Nàìjíríà mi ni mo fi ń pè.
That's okay.
Kó ètò kọ́tẹ́lì kan fẹ́ sọ ní ọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọba yẹn ṣẹ́ẹ̀rì wípé wọ́n lọ kí wọ́n lé yẹn gan wọn ò nídìí àti máa lọ kí wọ́n gan lé lójú tèmi because àwọn politician wọn ń gba permission lọ́wọ́ kan tó lẹ pósítà náà. Táwa náà bá dẹ̀ bọ́ síta láti sọ pé òkè nǹkan tiwa náà la fẹ́ ṣe àwa náà fi òfin tó mú politician ló máa wà náà.
ẹ bá mú wọ́kìtọ́kì.
sísè tó bá ti jẹ́ pé kan náà ní gbogbo àjọ wọn òfin kan náà làjọ ń lò ní ṣètò.
Ó dà ọlọ́run akọ́ ọmọ ṣe.
ẹlẹ́lẹ́kejì ṣẹ́rí gbogbo àwọn yúùtù wa àwọn kan ṣì ń tẹ̀lé àwọn politician sí. àwọn ẹ̀ láti láti mọ bá tó ṣe fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ dọ́dọ̀ wọn. I really commend effort they all dey pé àwọn tó agitate káàkiri tí wọ́n campaign kiri kúrò yẹn they are really trying. ọlọ́wọ́ tẹ̀ máa ń rán
ẹ ṣe gan ni ọ̀rẹ́ sà ẹ ṣe gan ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi torí àsìkò ẹja tètè máa ṣe ní pápápá ní kíákíá a kí gbogbo àwọn tí ó jẹ́ wòlíì ọlọ́run ẹ̀ ló kọ́là káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
ọlọ́run àlàyé adùn mọ́.
àmín.
ipa yóò ní káyín lórúkọ jésù.
àmín jésù.
ọwọ́ àánú ọlọ́run ọ̀gá ògo adéyìn mú tìrantìran.
àmín.
a nílì láti ṣàtúwé asán mọ́ ọlọ́run ti gba gbogbo ìjọba.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ọlọ́run ti gba gbogbo ìjọba a nílì láti ṣàtúwé asán mọ́. mẹ́bí àwọn kan dìde tàbí àwọn kan ò dìde ẹni tó níjọba ti gbàjọba.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
níwájú ẹ̀rí ọlọ́run ẹni tó níjọba ti gbàjọba a nílì láti ṣàtúwé àtúnwé asán mọ́.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ṣùgbọ́n mo tí mo ní ìgbàgbọ́ ni pé gbogbo àwọn tó dìde ogun sí ìran yorùbá ẹran ara wọn ẹ̀jẹ̀ ara wọn náà fi bọ́ wọn ní àbọ̀yọ̀.
àmín àmín.
bí ọlọ́run ti ń bẹ tí ẹ̀mí rẹ̀ wá ìpè àwọn wòlíì á tì wọ́n ṣiṣẹ́.
àmín.
májẹ̀mú tí ọlọ́run bá yé wọn dá ọlájà yóò wọ́ òkú wọn káàkiri wọn ní gbogbo ibi tó bá rìn sí wọn máa fi wọ́n ṣẹlẹ́yà.
àmín.
so ẹja máa wòran wọn ẹja máa wo ẹ̀sìn wọn tí ọlọ́run fẹ́ fi wọ́n ṣe. ìbá ẹ̀kọ́ nígbà wòlíì kàn ní ìgbà àfà ọlọ́run ti kan òun àwọn àfà wọn ọlọ́run ti kan àwọn wòlíì wọn ó ní ìbínú mi ni kì yóò yí padà ọlọ́run ṣetán láti fi wọ́n ṣẹ̀sín ẹ máa wòran wọn o ṣùgbọ́n ọwọ́kọwọ́ tó bá gbé nítorí yín wọn á fi yan ọmọ wọn ọwọ́kọwọ́ tó bá gbé lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yìn lórí àwọn yìí tó kù lórúkọ Jésù wọn á fi ṣera wọn ọlọ́run ọ̀gá ògo yóò máa rọ̀gbà yé yín ká tó bá pé gba ẹ̀wọ̀n adẹni tẹ̀mọ́lẹ̀ fún yín. Jésù olúwa wa.
àmín 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 lórúkọ Jésù inshallah aláṣẹ Èdùmàrè adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín o mo kí gbogbo ìjọ kọ̀ọ̀kan níbi tí gbogbo wa ti ń gbìyànjú ta ti ń fi gbogbo nǹkan tí ó lẹ́tọ̀ọ́ láti fi sọ̀rọ̀ lórí Yorùbá nation bí mi ṣe fẹ́ sọ ó lè yàtọ̀ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ gbọ́ bí mi ṣe fẹ́ sọ nìyẹn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí gbogbo ẹni tí ó ní eré là ń ṣe ẹ̀yẹn dé mọ́bi tí ẹ ti sọ pé eré là ń ṣe tásìkò bá tó ẹ rí pé eléyìí yàtọ̀ sí eré a dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbìyànjú lọ́tún lọ́sì pé kí ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá tó jẹ wọ́n lógún ẹ má wo bàbá yẹn tó jẹ́ pé òun nìkan la fẹ́ gbé gbogbo wàhálà yẹn lé lórí Professor Banji Akíntóyè gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá ń béèrè pé ibo gan-an ni a máa fi ìrànlọ́wọ́ sí ní gbogbo àgbáyé gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ káàárọ̀ òjíire ètò yẹn ìtọ́sọ ni pé ó sì ń lọ ètò yẹn ó ń lọ òun la ti ń gbọ́ ó tójọ́ mẹ́ta ta ti ń gbọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ àdẹ̀nà àsìkò láti máa fi ṣeré nítorí pé àsìkò eré òun kọ́ la wà mọ́ nísìn bí nǹkan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ nísìn ó jẹ́ ká lè sọ pé èèyàn mẹ́fà èèyàn méje èèyàn mẹ́sàn-án àbí kọ̀ǹténà mẹ́wàá ní 20 a lè gbé jáde níbikíbi tí ó bá wà lágbàáyé kó máa gbé nǹkan kan bọ̀ láti wá fi support wa nísàlẹ̀ bọ̀ nígbà tí a bá ríbi kó owó sí báwo la ṣe fẹ́ ṣe gbogbo yẹn and I hope those organizations which is the Ìlànà Ọmọ Oòduà will do justice as quickly as possible and give every sons and daughters of Yorubas the opportunity láti fi dá sínú ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tá à ń sọ yìí which might be a national fund. A national fund cannot be a kind of fund like that is not a fund that you will pay into a private account. We are talking about the Yorubas around the world. Ilé tí yàtọ̀ sí pé a náà fẹ́ ṣe project kan ẹ dáwó síbẹ̀. Ìyẹn kọ́ là ń sọ o. We are talking about a monthly contribution by every Yorubas, including myself. Even ẹni tó bá lè dá 500 naira kó máa dá síbẹ̀. It is very, very important. And I pray and hope that we would have that account of the National Fund account that every one of us will continue to pay into. This is a very serious situation. We need those funds. Whatever the outcome, whether it will be peaceful, whether it's not going to be peaceful, we must prepare for the worst case scenario. Let's go again and pick a few more calls.
Hello.
Ẹ kúrò lẹ́ sà.
Owó kúrò lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ètò.
Ètò nìyẹn.
Contribution ti ṣe mí ní pé mo fẹ́ béèrè kí ni plan B because bí a ṣe ń bá lọ yìí ó ṣòyí pé ìrànlọ́wọ́ ó ti ń jáde. So ìtọ́ wà nílẹ̀ nísìnyí, a ní the air defence. Air defence yẹn, a ní díẹ̀ àti gba òmìnira àti òmìnira. Anybody tó bá ti lè fò bí ẹyẹ tó kọjá airspace wa aláwọ̀ adún asam so that àwọn èèyàn wọn tó bá wà nísàlẹ̀ wọ́n á fò láti ìsàlẹ̀ wọ́n rè lé àwọn tó bá fẹ́ invade Yorùbá nation wọ́n á lé wọn síta gbòmìnira àti gbòmìnira á sì ṣẹlẹ̀. So wọ́n yá nínú àwọn organisation wọn níbi tí wọ́n kọ lẹ́tà sí Putin. Air defence kí ni price yẹ? Tí bàbá bá gbọ́ àwọn tí ó fún wa ní information wọ́n á list yẹ a sì nídìí owó táwọn èèyàn máa dáwó at least àwa tá a wà ní òkè òkun ẹni bá lè dáwọ́ $1,000 pounds bóyá wọ́n á fi ṣe bí ìdá mẹ́wàá so that tí kíní yìí bá ti ṣẹlẹ̀ ẹ̀rín ní kálukú máa rí so that kò ní dàbí ilẹ̀ Yíbò tí wọ́n lọ síbẹ̀ tí wọ́n pa wọ́n bí àjẹ́ báyẹn.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Even though that was a very detailed security, but again, it's a kind of an advice for every one of us. Gbogbo ẹgbẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan, especially ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ní àǹfààní láti wà ní ìta nítorí pé kò ń ṣe pé ẹ dájú àwọn tó wà nílé lọ, àmọ́ Ọlọ́run kẹwa ó kẹwa díẹ̀ tí a lè fi sọ pé a máa ṣèrànlọ́wọ́. Ẹ gbìyànjú ní state yín kọ̀ọ̀kan, ní location kọ̀ọ̀kan, ní local government kọ̀ọ̀kan, ẹ gbìyànjú kẹ́ súnmọ́ gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ group tí ẹ feel pé ní group yìí ẹ má dẹ̀ wo gbogbo àwọn tó jẹ́ pé àwa tá à ń jáde nìkan ni ẹ fẹ́ fi ìrànlọ́wọ́ ràn lọ́wọ́. That we are doing fantastic jobs day and night. Àwọn kan sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn kan mọ̀wé kọ́, but the time now is we must now think about a Yoruba National Fund. The Yoruba National Fund that I'm aware of and has been established in 2018. Maybe it's time now that if we are struggling, every day we keep coming back and say, maybe we should review and ask ourselves, why should we as Yoruba people find it difficult to bring up a Yoruba National Fund? Like I said, there is a particular one that has been in operation. I want every one of us to go and review and look at that. And maybe it's time now we say, let's bring that on board and start making use of it. Because materials wà. And this is something that we need to be realistic. We need a lot of things on ground. A lot of things that you can think of. From the uniform, to the boot, to the belt, to the face cap, to the walkie-talkies. We give kudos and say thank you very much to those of you that believe in us. Only mighty to be, but it is now also helping in different states. But the little that we can give, we are trying our little best. People are donating in their 20s, in their 10s. But in different states, they must be able to have these walkie-talkie. It was someone that ordered these as well. And as you can see, right? This is what we are saying. Let's do the justice. Again, we've talked about satellite phone. at some point, when we turn it off, we should still be able to communicate to the international community, which will be you. How do we speak to those of you outside? 18 minutes, 2 minutes past 1800 hours, which is about 2 minutes past 6. Get in touch, and these are things that we are asking every one of us to review each time. Taban shade a lot, and you know I shade the right thing. And do
Yeah, Mr. Koiki. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni láti USA.
Akọ́lẹ̀. Ètò nìyẹn.
My able warrior, kò ní sú wa o.
Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Ọlọ́run á máa fún wa lọ́wọ́ o. Gbogbo a máa ṣe fún wa.
Àmín.
Ẹ wo, mo ń gbọ́ àwọn rumors kan, ṣùgbọ́n tó pé rumors ṣe ni torí pé mo wọnú fact checker ní mi tí ì rí ń bẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi kan nílé, mo ti sọ fún wọn pé nǹkan báyìí ni mo gbọ́. So mi lè sọ lórí kíní sìn.
Ẹ máa pè mí. Ọ̀dà tó bá tó pé nǹkan tó wà sensitive ẹ pè mí lẹ́yìn ètò. That's fine.
No, máa fi sí kíní yín, máa fi sí WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, all right, no problem.
No. Sẹ́mọ̀ wípé àwa Yorùbá àti àwọn Igbo nìkan náà wà lábroad yàtọ̀ sí maybe 0.5% àwọn Haúsá wọ̀nyí náà wà lábroad. Nígbà tó kúrò ní pé wọ́n náà send $360 billion ní last year. So tó bá jẹ́ wípé 75% ni wá ní ìdíbà ìdíṣẹ́ mọ́ etí yẹn jẹ́ náà. So anything tí a bá need, wọ́n ti yẹ ẹ̀wò náà. A máa ní láti ṣe ni o. Wọ́n ní àríṣe àríkà ní bàbá àlejò. Gbogbo kíní a máa ní láti ṣe ni fún ìlú wa. Nítorí pé gbogbo ìyàtọ̀.
National Fund. I had a meeting with them over the weekend. We've engaged with them last year. But the question is, should we continue to ask ourselves and say, as Yoruba people, for 1 year, we have been asking for a proper account. We have the Yoruba Rescue Fund that was set up on the GoFundMe. Again, a lot of people are not putting money in there, even though it's still there. I think from what I'm told, I think that we have about £13,000. We can't use GoFundMe for a long project. Possible. It is not possible. So then we need to review and ask the question. This particular one was set up in 2018. I had meeting with those that set it up. And I asked them few questions. Yes, I don't feel long. What was the outcome? But as at that time, the Yoruba World Congress was having their own ethos and their own issues. And Baba Tidagba. But Baba have a dedicated team. But our problem is the organization. Báwo ni Apushe make owó táwa lè sọ pé Yorùbá nation náà ní owó náà count as Yoruba people kò make sense. Lè dárò owó bẹ́ẹ̀ fún Koiki Media nínú account mi kò possible. We are talking about millions of Yoruba people that wants to contribute in a particular fund. Kò ń ṣe owó yẹn lè fẹ́ dá sínú Koiki Media inú account Koiki Media. No, it has to be done in a proper channel. And this is what we are saying for a whole 1 year. So if we are discussing that for 1 year and we are not finding any headways, I have pinned that details of that Yoruba National Fund. The Yoruba National Fund, known as the YNF, was founded in the United States of America in 2018. Yoruba National Fund is a non-profit tax-exempt organization established to promote Yoruba interests, mobilize funds and resources towards the renaissance of the Yoruba culture and society. Maybe it's time for us to review that and see how we can discuss with Lori. And if we have been coming every day, people are asking for that money to be donated somewhere. Either it's monthly, it's weekly. But the problem is everybody doesn't have where to put the money in. Koiki, take this. Or like the project that we started, which is the radio. The radio now is going through the next phase. And we cannot be deceiving ourselves as Yoruba people. We are brilliant. We have accountant. We have engineer. So if these guys have got this up and running, let's review it. Let's talk to them. If they have to open their book for us, let them open their book. And from what I've been told, that even like radio, if we wanted to use that platform, because some people don't want to pay money into my private account. Some people don't want to send money to Nigeria because they don't believe in that system. And some people want to pay money, but they want to get what they call tax rebate or something like that. I'm sure some of you that lives in America and UK where you can use your tax to pay towards that, and then be on national fund here. Lo mama gba o ma ni bo se mama se láti ọ̀dọ̀ American government. I'm sure some of you will have an idea of what they call 501c of something of such that. I am not an accountant, but what I'm saying is our land face burden every day. There's so much pressure iti poju. Every day people are calling us. Now ara mọ́tò nísìn ṣé à ní service inú owó ni mathematical yọ owó mọ́tò tan service lójoojúmọ́. Nigeria is a shit hole. It's costing us money to service all the vehicles that we are running on. Yes, the media was able to purchase a particular bus, but bus anything, every day we are spending money on it for one service or the other. And you tell bus anything, our land face the body lórí ẹ̀ lójoojúmọ́. Bus change the brake pad, don't change the oil, it's because the roads are bad, nothing is working. And if you don't have enough money to run this project, it will eventually become a frustrating issue. We can't continue running like this. There's a problem with the organization. Let us fix this organization so that we can move forward. If they need help, let us come in and help them. We can't continue to deceive ourselves. So I want everybody to go and review that Yoruba National Fund. This was set up in 2018. Let's bring them on board. Let them come and talk to us. And from what I'm told, even if you say that you want a particular fund, as we are doing this project of the radio, as an example, you can restrict it for the main purpose. So tá bá sọ pé a fẹ́ ṣe rédíò nísìn, gbogbo ẹni tó bá dáwó síbẹ̀, wọ́n lè sọ pé fún rédíò yẹn gangan la need owó yẹn fún. Báwo la ṣe máa sọ pé we are Yorubas, by now ní $1 million, ní $10 million níbì kan. We are just wasting time. Eléyìí ti yàtọ̀ sí pé group kankan ní America, ní Nigeria, tó wá ń dáwó sínú account. This kind of money cannot go in a private account. Kò possible. Lè sanwó owó yẹn sínú Koiki Media or any other platforms. It has to go into a proper well structure that has been set up. And everybody knows how the Israel. Gbogbo yín náà lè máa sọ pé ilẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ọmọ Israel ṣe lélẹ̀. So àwa ṣe wọ́n sá. Why are we running away from that same method? So that fund, I'm going to post it on the YouTube as well. I'm not saying we should authenticate this and make use of it, but let's review it. If not, let's set up another one. Why is it taking so long? We have brilliant accountants all over the world. Let's come up with one. And we need to set up Nisi. They have been using it. Any sura intent pay. It is so important. So I want to post that link as well for the benefit of those of you. Any accountant ever wo ekpe àwọn tó wà behind it. Àwa mọ̀ wọ́n. There are 4 Yorubas. I don't know what behind it. Let's engage them. If that one is not going to work, I'm not saying we should use that particular one. But by now we should be able to set up one. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ti ń pẹ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ afẹ́ máa gbowó ó ti pẹ́ jù láti last year. Kí ló dé? Ó ṣe lè lé kókó tó yìí. Then people are calling me every day. Afẹ́ ṣe rally, a máa ṣe this, and we have to continue to support them. Àwa kò lè ká máa ṣe yẹn. Inú fund yẹn ló yẹ ká ti máa ṣe yẹn. By now, we should say we want to order 40 food container of these. Call them can distribute among the Yorubas. By now, we should say we want to be able to switch to the satellite. Amazon for one. Òyìnbó fẹ́ gbowó ni kò sí tó kàn wọ́n. Àwọn tẹ̀ ń fẹ́ gbàdúrà ká jà tẹ́lẹ̀ anyway. Kọ́ lè bá ta gbogbo weapon fún wa. Kí ni kan òyìnbó? You think the Òyìnbó people care whether there is war in Nigeria? Kò sí tó kàn wọ́n. Ìbá wọn máa ta weapon ni. So what I'm trying to say is, this is time now for us to review. For those of you on the YouTube. Sorry for those of you on YouTube.
Even if it's $1, àwọn tó wà Nàìjíríà lè afford láti dá síbẹ̀ pé bóyá $4.50 ní $1, $4.50. Nǹkan tó ń pè ní ọmọ Yorùbá nìyẹn. Ká sáré. There's no time to
the YouTube is back. All right. Okay.
Yoruba Rescue Fund, so if we can use it, let's use it.
Okay. All right. All options have to be on the table because we haven't got enough time. Eshegoni Mamawa Tiwokwe. I want to open this part of this section. I don't want us to come focusly, because if not, we'll all be complaining. As Yoruba people around the world, we have enough money, but people don't know the right source to put the money in, and some people don't know to put money into a private account. Private account, problem here. Those are temporary measures. Those are short-term goals. Not even GoFundMe can solve this problem. No, those are short-term goals. So we take few more calls on this particular conversation. Hello, caller.
Yes, Mr. New York. ẹjọ́ lórí pọ́ìntì ṣègbè kalẹ̀ this is very very important. Gbogbo wa ti ń dúró gbogbo la máa sanwó sí every week every 2 weeks and every month. Ẹjọ́ nídìí àti pẹ́ lórí ní kí ní kéṣe ṣe burúkú má máa bá yàn bẹ́ẹ̀. Àwọn mẹ́rin tó ti wà ní ìdí àwọn Yorùbá mẹ́rin tó ti gbé Yorùbá national whatever sílẹ̀ ẹjọ́ kan gbé wọn síta kẹ́ approach wọn kan bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ kan senior committee àbí kan set up ní kẹ́ sọ fún wa before next week ends ẹjọ́ kẹ́ gbé sí gbòòrò ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí máa sanwó síbẹ̀ ẹjọ́ kí gbogbo platform dẹ́ máa pariwo ẹ̀ pé ẹjọ́ máa san díù ní ẹ máa san díù ní kí olúkálùkù ní unit iṣẹ́ ẹjọ́ ká tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ púpọ̀ mọ́ ká tètè bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn by next week ká ti mọ what we are doing.
A lot of people, the reason why they were worried is because they feel we are need fund to win kini mole. That's the only thing people are scared of. But taking a bad day, are we kilometer by we prepared when we have millions of Yoruba people outside that can fund it, but they're not going to fund it if the world structure is not there. You want Yoruba people to fund it by putting millions and billions of dollars in one person's account. It doesn't work like that. It's not going to work like that. If not, I can waste time around one. I want them. I want my panel. You but we go about like. I'm going is okay. I'm going is okay. I'm going man.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, concerning the account, Ilanomo Dua, work is going on concerning that account and alongside the website. After she did the account here, but ready with the website, the details, everything will be there for you to check on the website. It will be a transparent account for everybody to know.
How long are we looking at?
That is what we are planning here.
How long are we looking at? Okay, I'm sure everybody is hearing.
On the account and also the website.
Okay,
that's the information I can give for now.
Okay, that's the information that I guess she's a representative of the Ilanomo Dua, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Part of Ilanomo
Okay.
I'm not a representative.
Okay.
I'm part of the member.
She's part of the member. Okay.
To know that everything is working on.
Okay, so today is the 29th. I'm not disputing what you're saying. I had the same thing March. I had the same thing in March last year, and I guess we are moving forward. Okay. All right. That's very good. Very, very good. I'm just going to take note of that. It's exactly 1819. Eshigoni. Very good that we had my sister that called in to also buttress that work is going on. Broadcast. So that means I'm going to back out by saying anything again on these. But we will now review these. Today is the 29th of April 2021. Now that we know that our father, Professor Banji Akintoye and Ilana, which we've been told are working, we will agree with that. We will not talk on it anymore because work is already ongoing. So that means need to do something more. So interface soyen you want to clarify. It has been clarified now. And that means I will say in about a month from today, by the 29th of May, I'm going to do a broadcast and ask the same question, whether we have moved from the 29th of April. I don't know how long this thing takes to set up. I don't want to wait for a website. I respect my sister that called. I'd rather want that account out now so that we can start putting money in than to wait for the website and then integrate it together. Not everybody would even understand how the website works. In America, no more website low. But one more account, the account lele, account lele, let us do justice. Because if not, it will get frustrating. And that's the fact. My name is Olayomi Koike, and I'd like to say thank you very much for being part of the program today. You will see me when you see me again. Have a very good evening. Bye for now.